So hi future RBI NABARD grade officers, welcome to EduTap and welcome to another important live practice session for the month of June 2024, in which we will be covering the most important part, that is basically the general awareness of June 2024. So if I'm audible and visible to all of you guys, please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. If I'm audible and visible to all of you are requested to give me a thumbs up in the chat box. So all the people guys who have joined me from the YouTube as well, please give me a thumbs up in the chat box if you guys are able to listen me and able to see me. So once again guys, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's live crash course session for the general awareness, in which we will be covering the most important general awareness current affairs for the month of June 2024. And let me tell you that this session is common for both the RBI grade B and NABARD grade A 2024 students, right? So guys, welcome to this live crash course class, which is a demo class in which we will be covering the GA of the June 2024. So let me tell you that the classes of the April and May is basically, we have already taken these classes for the RBA grade B batch 1 course, right? But for the RBA grade B batch 2 course students as well as the NABARD grade A crash course students, let me tell you that आप सभी की classes जो हैं April और May की अभी start होंगी, right? They have already been scheduled and we will be taking them as well. So today we will be covering the most important, that is the June 2024 current affairs. And why we are covering the June 2024 GA current affair for both RBI grade B and NABARD grade A together, the reason behind that is that the GA section is common for both RBI and NABARD, and that is the reason the syllabus is common for both the exam. That is why we are covering the general awareness part, in which we basically cover the different types of news articles. For example, there are the sports, awards, defense exercises, appointments, miscellaneous news articles, science and technology, and other important news articles. So all these parts are common for both RBI grade B officer and the NABARD grade officer exam. So that is why we are covering them in this part. A common session we have organized for RBI grade B and NABARD grade A students. Okay. So I can see here in the chat box that yes, I'm audible and visible to all of you. So a warm welcome to all of you. And there are people who have joined us from the YouTube as well. And there are people who have also joined us at the in our course as well. So my dear friends, let me tell you that in this particular session, we will be revising the important GA current affairs from the June 2024, right? So when I talk about this particular part, in this session, I will be solving the MCQs. I will be helping you to cover these current affairs by solving the MCQs. हम एक reverse engineering approach को इस्तेमाल करेंगे, where we will be solving the MCQs from the GA current affairs for the month of June 2024. And from those MCQs, we will be revising the news article that we have seen in the month of June 2024, right? So I hope that this approach is very much clear to all of you. This is a reverse engineering approach, and it will be really very helpful for all of you for your general awareness preparation for the exam point of view. Apart from that, I will also be using the mind mapping technique, in which we will be clubbing all the common news articles together so that we can remember all of them from the exam point of view, right? So very good afternoon to all the people who have joined us here. So let's begin this session. But before that, I would like to show you some PYQs from the NABARD Grade A Officer 2023 exam. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि how what kind of questions are being asked in the exam. For example, Lender Pace has become the first Asian man to be nominated for the International Tennis Hall of Fame. So this is basically a common news article from the world of sports as well as from the person in news article, right? Then the Central Railway New Amravati station has engraved its place in the history as a third station. Nirmala Sitharaman currently holds which of the following important portfolio? So we all know, guys, that 18th Lok Sabha elections were there recently, and in the month of June we have seen that the Indian ministers have taken the oath. So these kind of news articles are really very important from the exam point of view. Okay, let me tell you that there is no need for you to make any kind of notes in this session, because we've already provided you the whole content in the current app document as well as the quizzes that have been provided to you in the course. तो आपको उसकी टेंशन लेने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. There is no need for you to basically take the notes, right? So I think that this is a good time to start this particular session. So let's start the session with the very first question here on the screen. So I've already told you that the kind of topics that we will be covering in the today's session, right? So here is the very first question for all of you, a very easy and direct question. Let me tell you that such kind of questions we see in the exams. And the first question is that a British actor, which is known for his roles in the various films and television series, was named as the Global Goodwill Ambassador. The Global Goodwill Ambassador नए अपॉइंट हुए हैं to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. So you have to tell me that what exactly is the name of this newly appointed ambassador? What is the name of this person? So the name of this particular person who has been recently appointed is, so let me tell you, all the people who have joined us with the live course as well as on the YouTube, guys, I am watching both of you. So make sure you are giving your answers in the chat box as well. Absolutely right. I can see people are saying option C, Theo James is the right answer. So Theo James is the name of the person who has been recently appointed, right? So now there is a question to all of you. You have to tell me the name of the person and the name of the Indian actor who was recently been appointed by the Election Commission of India to encourage people to vote in the recently held general elections. What is the name of this person? That is Ayushman Khurrana. Absolutely right. I can see all the people are giving me the right answer. So once again, let me repeat here, guys, that there is no requirement for all of you. There is no requirement for you to make your notes. ठीक है, notes बनाने की यहाँ पर कोई requirement नहीं है आपकी. Everything is given to all of you in the current app document, right? So let's move on to the next question here. So next question. So in a significant political development in Slovakia, a new president was sworn in. And this person has succeeded Zuzan Kapitova. And let me tell you that she was the country's first female president. So you have to tell me what is the name of the newly sworn in president of Slovakia. So Slovakia ke नए president. So this is question is from the appointments, or we can say the person in news as well, right? So from here, you have to identify the name of the person who has recently been sworn in as the president of Slovakia. So the name of the person is Peter Pellegrini, right? So Peter Pellegrini is the name of the person who has become the new president of Slovakia, and he has succeeded Suzanne Kapitova, who was the country's first female president. तो यहाँ पर first female president के नाम पर भी question आ सकता है, and the present president can also be asked in the exam. Okay. Moving to the next question. So next question is on the Sujata Sonic. So Sujata Sonic has been recently appointed as the first female chief secretary of which state? So let me tell you that recently one of the Indian states have appointed their first ever female chief secretary, and you have to identify the name of the person or the name of the state which has appointed this first female chief secretary. So what is the name of this person? And what is the name of the state? The name of the person is very important. That is Sujata Sonic. The name of the state is Maharashtra. Absolutely right. Maharashtra is the right answer. Right? So guys, we have basically covered in the previous part that we have got the first president of Slovakia, the first female president of Slovakia, which has been replaced now. Let me tell you, recently, the first women president of Mexico has been appointed. Can anybody tell me the name of this person? The first woman president of Mexico, the name of this person is Claudia Sheinbaum. That is the right answer. Absolutely right. I can see in the chat box, all the people are giving me the right answer. The Claudia Sheinbaum is the name of the person, and she has replaced A.M. Lopez Obrador. So he was presently serving the as the president of Mexico, and now the person who has basically replaced him, that is the Claudia Sheinbaum. Apart from that, guys, we all know that recently Indian Navy's first women helicopter pilot, Indian Navy's first women helicopter pilot has been appointed. Can anybody tell me the name of this person? The name of this person is Sub-Lieutenant Anamika Rajiv. Absolutely right. All the people have given me the right answer to this question. Now the next part is, can anybody tell me the first Indian woman to fly a fighter aircraft? The first Indian woman to fly a fighter aircraft, what is the name of that person? She was Avni Chaturvedi. So as we have covered the first Indian Navy women helicopter pilot, that is Sub Lieutenant Anamika Rajiv. Now when I talk about first Indian women to fly the fighter aircraft, that is Avni Chaturvedi. Absolutely right. Now guys, let me tell you that recently Dilip Bose Lifetime Achievement Award has been given, and it has been given to one of the personality which is associated with the tennis. And this award was being given the All India Tennis Association ने award दिया था. The name of the person who has been given this award, the name is Rohini Lokhande. And let me tell you that she has become the first woman recipient of Dilip Bose Lifetime Achievement Award. She was basically given this particular award along with the nursing, another person. So jointly they have been given this particular award. But here, as we are talking about the first woman, so basically she is the first woman recipient of this particular award. Absolutely right. Now guys, apart from that, can you guys tell me India's first women representative, India's first women representative to the United Nations? She has announced her retirement. The name of this person is Ruchir Kamboj. So Ruchir Kamboj is the name of the person who has recently announced his retirement as the India's first woman representative, right? Now guys, apart from this, Odisha's first female deputy chief minister. Odisha's first female deputy chief minister. What is the name of this person? The name of this person is Pravati Parida. Pravati Parida is the name of this person. Absolutely right. So my dear friends, that's how we are basically going to cover this particular session, in which we will be covering these common news articles together that I basically call the mind mapping technique. ठीक है, तो इसके जरिए what we will be doing is we will be basically covering all the important things and we will be remembering them. In the exam point of view, you have to retain all these facts and figures from the exam point of view. So यहाँ पर ये सारे नाम जब भी आप first female या first women की बात करेंगे तो you will be able to remember that okay, there was Sujata Sonic, the first female Chief Secretary of the Maharashtra. Then we have basically the first president, women president of Mexico, that is Claudia Sheinbaum. So इस तरीके से you will be able to retain all these facts and all these names that I have discussed in this particular part, right? Absolutely. So now let's move on to the next question. So Nalanda University, which is an international institution, was established under the Nalanda University Act of 2010 and a collaboration between India and East Asia Pacific. So there is no need to worry guys that there is no requirement of yours in order to note down. आपको कुछ भी note down करने की जरूरत नहीं है, because everything has been provided to you in your current app course. Whatever things that I am telling you here, they are already been provided in the current app course. Okay, so do not worry about it. So the Nalanda University, which commenced operations in 2014 near the ancient ruins in Rajgir, Bihar, it is recognized for its net zero green campus. So how many countries besides India have signed MOU to support this university? So basically India has signed some memorandum of understandings in order to support this Nalanda University. You have to tell me the number of MOUs that they have signed. So it is basically, they have signed total 17 MOUs. So we can see here that Nalanda University in the Bihar, the new campus has been unveiled in Rajgir, Bihar, and the decision was taken to set the university arrived during second East Asia Summit, which took place in Philippines 2007. And India has signed 17 MOUs to offer support to this Nalanda University, and a net zero green campus has been established there. That is the right part. Moving to the next part. So an Indian cricketer achieved a significant milestone by equaling the record for the most centuries scored by an Indian woman in the one-day internationals. So what is the name of the person who matched this high mark during an ODI match against South Africa? The name of the person is Smriti Mandhana. Smriti Mandhana is the right answer. She has become the first Indian women cricketer to score 2 one-day internationals centuries, and that was basically against the South Africa. And when I talk about South Africa, so South Africa is also the team which was defeated by India in the T20 World Cup, right? So India defeated the South Africa in the T20 World Cup finals to win this T20 World Cup 2024. Can anybody tell me in which year India won this particular? In which year India won the first edition of T20 World Cup? It was 2007. And India has won this T20 World Cup 2024 under the captaincy of Rohit Sharma. And we all know that Virat Kohli, who was the player of the match in the finals, and Ravindra Jadeja. So all these three players, the three Indian players, have basically announced their retirement after the T20 World Cup 2024. So guys, we all know that recently the BCCI. So before moving on to that, let me tell you about another important rule. So recently in the T20 World Cup 2024, ICCI basically brought up one rule, that is the stop clock rule. Can you tell me the first country which has violated this rule and it was penalized by 5 runs? What is the name of that country? That is United States. USA. So USA has basically violated this particular rule against India. Right? So guys, these are the important things that we need to remember. Now when I talk about the player of the tournament for the T20 World Cup final, for the T20 World Cup 2024, it was Jasprit Bumrah. Right? So all these things we are required to remember from the exam point of view. Apart from that, let me tell you that recently BCCI has set up the first hybrid pitch. BCCI has set up the first hybrid pitch in one of the stadiums in India. What is that stadium? That particular stadium is basically Dharamshala Stadium of Himachal Pradesh Cricket Academy. Right? Absolutely, I can see all the people have given me the right answer to this part. So guys, that's how we can relate all these news articles and we can remember them together. I believe that manner we will be covering the remaining part as well. Okay, so isse kya hoga, you will be able to retain these facts. See, there are so many information that we need to cover from these GA news articles, right? They're very small news articles, so what we can do, we can club the related news articles together and we can remember them from the exam point of view. Now let's move on to the next news article. So a landmark legislative change has occurred in the South Asia with the passage of the marriage equality bill. So you have to tell me the name of the country which has achieved this milestone. So this country has become the first country in the region to legalize the same-sex marriage. तो same-sex marriage को allow करने वाली country का नाम क्या है? That is Thailand. Option D, Thailand is the right answer. So first country in South Asia to legalize same-sex marriage, that is Thailand, which has passed the marriage equality bill. तो marriage equality bill किसने पास किया? Thailand ने पास किया है. And it is the third country after Taiwan and Nepal to allow the same-sex marriage. Now India Post Payment Bank has partnered with the RIA money transfer to enhance financial inclusion and to improve the money transfer services across rural India. तो rural India के अंदर Indian Post Payment Bank ने एक MOU sign किया है, and as a part of it, it is going to enhance financial inclusion and they will be improving the money transfer services across the rural India. Right? So now guys, quickly tell me, can anybody tell me the name of that Indian organization which has partnered with the Lanka Pay? Lanka Pay is basically a kind of organization in the Sri Lanka, right? And it has basically partnered with Lanka Pay to enhance the UPI connectivity and to provide the Indian visitors who will be visiting the Sri Lanka so that they can pay there by using the UPI. So उसके लिए यहाँ पर कौन से organization ने किया है? It is the PhonePe. And PhonePe has done the same kind of MOU with the one of the entity in the Nepal. Right? So I hope this point is also clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. So recently, and the human significant milestone in human space exploration was achieved. And what exactly that particular thing is, that a Russian cosmonaut became the first person to spend 1,000 days in the space. So what is the name of this cosmonaut who is known for his long duration space flights? What is the name of this person? The name of this person is Oleg Kononenko. So that is the name of this person. Absolutely right. All the people have given me the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So 12 countries have signed the world's first zero debris charter. So it was unveiled during a significant space summit in Seville, Spain. So let me tell you guys that Zero Debris Charter was unveiled in the space summit which held in Seville, Spain in 2023. And the aim of this is to achieve debris neutral space activities by 2030. So we all know that whenever we launch any kind of satellite or some rocket goes into the space, there is some debris which is left in the space. So what we are achieving is, as we are moving towards the sustainable development, right? तो हम चाहते हैं कि हम कोई भी वेस्ट अपने स्पेस के अंदर भी क्रिएट ना करें. So that is why we have come up with the Zero Debris Charter. And you have to identify the name of the organization which has led this pioneering effort, and it is the European Space Agency. Absolutely right. European Space Agency is the name of that particular organization which has come up with this kind of chart. So European Space Agency has led the world's first Zero Debris Charter, and this has been signed by 12 countries till now. Next question. So a significant political milestone was achieved when a Lok Sabha speaker from Rajasthan was re-elected as an MP, becoming the first to do so in 20 years. What is the name of this person? The person is also the speaker. The name of the person is Om Birla, and he is from Rajasthan. Let me tell you guys that recently the foundation stone of the Om-shaped temple, the Om-shaped temple was also been laid in Indian state of Rajasthan. Absolutely right. I can see both in the YouTube as well as in the co-students, all of them are really giving me answers correctly in this part. That's really great, guys. So let's move on to the next question here. So an Indian state launched the country's first astro-tourism campaign, which is called Nakshatra Sabha. The initiative is organized by the state's Tourism Development Board. What is the name of the state which has come up with the Nakshatra Sabha? It is basically Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand has come up with the Nakshatra Sabha, right? And when I ask you the name of the Indian state which has come up with which has adopted the AI-driven traffic management system. The AI-driven traffic management system has been adopted by which Indian state? By the Indian state of Sikkim. Absolutely right. Sikkim is the right answer, right? Now, can anybody tell me the name of the first Indian state to purchase land in the Jammu and Kashmir? What is the name of that state? That is Maharashtra. And I have already told you the first female chief secretary of Maharashtra. What is the name of this person? The first female chief secretary of Maharashtra, that is Sujata Sonic. Sujata Sonic. Absolutely right. Sujata Sonic is the right answer, right? And if I ask you the Indian Navy first woman helicopter pilot, what was the name? The Indian Navy's first woman helicopter pilot, the name was Sub-Lieutenant Anamika Rajiv. Absolutely right. So are you guys able to retain these facts? The news articles that we are discussing here, are you guys able to retain them from the exam point of view? So that's really great. That's what's the objective of this session, that at the end of the session, you guys are really able to retain all these important things that you are required to remember from the exam point of view, right? So let us move on to the next part. So the first crewed test flight of Boeing Starliner, named Crew Space Transportation 100 Starliner, had several notable aspects. So you have to identify the correct statement with respect to this particular mission. So Sunita Williams is the fourth mission. So this was the fourth mission of Sunita Williams to space. The rocket for the mission was developed by NASA alone. Sunita Williams is the first woman to pilot a spacecraft on its maiden mission. If space successful, Boeing will become the first private firm to provide NASA crew transport. So which of the following are correct here? So basically it is the option number C, that Sunita Williams is the first woman to pilot a spacecraft on its maiden mission. So that is the right answer here. So the mission marks Sunita Williams' third journey to the space and not the fourth one. The rocket for the mission is developed by the United Launch Alliance, which is a Boeing Lockheed Martin joint venture. If mission will be successful, then Boeing will become the second private firm to provide NASA crew transport alongside SpaceX. And the mission is developed in collaboration with the NASA's Commercial Crew Program. Right? So guys, everything that I am discussing here, it has been covered in the current tab document of June 2024. So everything that we are discussing here has been taken from there. Do not worry. You will find each and everything there only, right? Let's move on to the next question. So, Maguni Charan Kaur from Kyonjhar, Odisha, passed away recently. He was renowned Padma Shri awardee known for his significant contribution to this field. Can anybody tell me from which field he was belonged to? So basically, he was a puppeteer. And just a few moments back, I asked you about the Odisha's first female deputy chief minister. What is the name of this person? So why exactly we are covering these things again and again? जिससे कि आपको चीजें याद हो जाए, so that the things get just embed into your minds, right? So the name of this person is Pravati. Pravati Parida. Absolutely right. Pravati Parida is the right answer. Moving to the next question. So the State Bank of India has achieved a significant milestone in the market capitalization. So what notable financial landmark did SBI reach, making it the first public sector bank to do so in India? So what is this milestone that State Bank of India has achieved? That is, it has crossed rupees 8 lakh crore in the market capitalization. That is the right answer. Can you guys tell me the name of the first Indian bank which has crossed the rupees 8 lakh crore in the market capitalization? It is the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank. And the second bank was ICICI Bank, which has also achieved it recently, right? And now State Bank of India has become the first public sector bank to achieve this particular part. Now, if I talk about HDFC Bank, guys, so HDFC Bank is also the one which became the first bank to set up the private sector bank branch in the Lakshadweep. Right? Apart from that, if I talk about the HDFC Bank, it has recently come up with its virtual credit card, the first virtual credit card of HDFC Bank. What exactly the name of this bank? That is Pixel. Absolutely right. Now, apart from that, we have also covered the Axis Bank. Axis Bank has recently, basically, Axis Bank has recently acquired the customer operations of the Citibank. Right? Now, let's come back to the State Bank of India. So, State Bank of India has also signed an MOU with the Muthoot Microfinance, and together they will be extending the financial services to the women. And these women are those women entrepreneurs who are living in the rural and the semi-urban areas across India. So, State Bank of India has signed a MOU with the Muthoot Microfinance, and it will be extending the financial services to the women entrepreneurs who are living in the rural and the semi-urban areas, right? Apart from that, State Bank of India has also come up with its SME digital business loan. SME digital business loans has been launched, and under this part, they will be sanctioning loans to the small medium enterprises in 45 minutes. Absolutely right. Now, guys, can you tell me the 27th chairman of State Bank of India who will be replacing the Dinesh Khara, who was earlier serving as the chairman of State Bank of India? What is the name of this person? The name of this person who has recently become the 27th chairman of India, the name of the person is Challa Srinivasalu Shetty. Absolutely right. This is the name of the person. So guys, all these things we have to remember from the exam point of view. And with this, we have covered the other important news articles from the State Bank of India. Now let's move on to the next question. So here you have to tell me the name of the first democratically elected female president of Iceland. Who is the first democratically elected female president of Iceland? So here it is basically option C. So basically the question is that Halas Thomasdottir was elected as the new president of Iceland. So she is the first, she's the new president of Iceland. This election brought attention to the historical significance of the female leadership in Iceland. So who was the first democratically elected female president of any nation? तो क्योंकि आइसलैंड की पहली फीमेल ये आइसलैंड की प्रेसिडेंट बनी है, तो यहाँ पर एक इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट को मार्क किया गया है. दैट इज द फर्स्ट डेमोक्रेटिकली इलेक्टेड फीमेल प्रेसिडेंट एवर ऑफ एनी नेशन. That is Vigdis Finnbogadottir. That is the right answer. Okay. So let's move on to the next part. So you have to tell me the name of the Indian actress who has won the Best Actress Award at the New York Indian Film Festival. for a role in a specific film. The name of the person is Sanya Malhotra for her movie that is Mrs. तो मिसेस मूवी के लिए सानिया मल्होत्रा को मिला है ये पर्टिकुलर अवार्ड, दैट इज द बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस अवार्ड एट द न्यूयॉर्क इंडिया फिल्म फेस्टिवल. Okay. Now the next question. So the Center for Development of Telematics was awarded the United Nations WSIS 2024 Champion Award for their projection on mobile enabled disaster resilience. So you have to tell me in which category was this project recognized. तो कौन सी कैटेगरी के अंदर सी डॉट को ये WSIS चैंपियन अवार्ड दिया गया है. सो अंडर विच कैटेगरी इट हैज वन दिस अवार्ड? इट हैज वन दिस अवार्ड इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ एनवायरमेंट. In the environment category, the Center for Development of Telematics has won this award. Absolutely right. So the project was mobile enabled disaster resilience through cell broadcast emergency alerting. That was the project under the category of environment to which this particular award has been given, right? Next part. So ISRO has developed a parallel RANS solver for aerospace vehicle aerothermodynamics analysis. So basically this is a Pravaha system has been launched by the Indian Space Research Organization. So you have to tell me what is the name of the space program where this particular system will be used. Pravaha stands for Parallel RANS Solver for Aerospace Vehicle Aerothermodynamic Analysis. So let me tell you guys that whenever such kind of acronyms are being asked, you have to remember these acronyms from the exam point of view. These acronyms are really very important to remember. तो इनका आपको full form याद रहना चाहिए. ठीक है. So here it will basically been used in the Gaganyaan mission. So we all know that India is aiming to launch the Gaganyaan mission. तो Gaganyaan mission के लिए use किया जाएगा, right? So now guys, we all know that ISRO has announced its Chandrayaan 4 mission as well, in which they will be basically sending. They will be going to moon, taking the lunar samples and coming back to Earth, bringing back these samples to the Earth. So this is basically one of the aim of the ISRO's Chandrayaan 4 mission. But you have to tell me guys, what is the name of the first country to achieve this particular achievement of bringing the lunar sample soil from moon to Earth? What is the name? The name of this particular country is China, and it has achieved this particular thing in the Chang'e mission. Absolutely right. So China is the one. Let me tell you guys that China has also recently won both the Thomas Cup and the Uber Cup. Can you guys tell me the name of the country which was defeated in the finals? So China defeated Indonesia in both the Thomas Cup and Uber Cup finals. Absolutely right. So we have already covered this part, guys. I hope that these things are very much clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next part. So Gift Nifty has achieved a significant milestone in its monthly turnover. So what was the all-time high monthly turnover reached by Gift Nifty in May 2024? So what exactly the amount of that particular turnover was? It is USD $88.1 billion. तो अभी तक का जो highest turnover यहाँ इसने achieve किया है, that is in the month of May 2024, and that amount is $88.1 billion US dollars. So this amount is really important to be covered for all of you from the exam point of view. Moving to the next part. So recently, Haryana Clean Air Project for the Sustainable Development has been announced by the Haryana government, and the aim of this particular project is to eliminate air pollution through the collective efforts of all the stakeholders. And let me tell you that for this particular project, World Bank is also giving some kind of financial support. So what exactly the amount of that support that World Bank will be giving? So World Bank will be giving 10,000 crores to Haryana for its Haryana Clean Air Project for Sustainable Development. So for this purpose, the World Bank will be providing this particular support to the Haryana Clean Air Project, right? So 10,000 crore is the important thing that you need to remember. You need to remember the name of the state which has come up with this Clean Air Project for the Sustainable Development, and the name of organization as well, which will be providing this financial support, that is of rupees 10,000 crores. Now the next question. So Prime Minister of India has started a campaign on the World Environment Day to encourage people to plant trees in honor of their mothers. What is the name of this campaign? Let me tell you that on the occasion of World Environment Day, which is celebrated every year on 5th of June, they have come up with a campaign to encourage people to plant trees in honor of their mother. So what exactly is the name of this campaign? The name of the campaign is Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign. Absolutely right. Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign. So we have already discussed this Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign so many times in our City 360 session as well, and in our YouTube revision series as well, right? So this is the right answer, guys. And you can see here that this is basically the other name for this campaign is Plant for Mother. Absolutely right. Next question. So World Environment Day 5th June को celebrate किया गया था with the theme of land restoration, desertification and drought resilience. So you have to tell me the name of the country which is hosting the World Environment Day for this year. See guys, whenever we are covering the days in news articles, right? Whenever we are covering the days in news, we have to make sure that we are covering the three important things. First one is the date, then the theme, and then sometimes you will also find the host country as well. तो यहाँ पर तीनों चीजें हमें याद करनी है. तो यहाँ पर वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे की डेट है 5th of June. थीम इज लैंड रिस्टोरेशन, डेजर्टिफिकेशन एंड ड्रॉट रेजिलियंस, एंड द होस्ट कंट्री फॉर दिस ईयर इज Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia is the name of that particular country which has come up with this particular part, right? So as we are covering these days, so I will be discussing other important days as well for the month of June. But before that, I would like to ask you that whether you guys are able to retain the important days from the month of May. So guys, we all know that in the month of May, International Day of Potato was being declared. Can anybody tell me on which date we celebrate the International Day of Potato? The International Day of Potato has been celebrated every year on 30th of May. Apart from that, we have also seen that International Football Day was also being declared in the month of May 2024. It is celebrated on 25th of May. Now, International Labor Day. International Labor Day is celebrated every year on 1st of May, right? To ensure workplace safety and health amidst climate change. So now guys, No Tobacco Day. No Tobacco Day, can anybody tell me the date on which we celebrate No Tobacco Day? It is 31st May. It is not the 28th May. On 28th of May, we celebrate World Hunger Day. Okay, so No Tobacco Day is celebrated every year on 31st of May. If I ask you the name of the person who is the brand ambassador to combat the usage of tobacco, what exactly is that name of the person? That is PV Sindhu. Absolutely right. PV Sindhu is the right answer. Now guys, 76th International Day of United Nations Peacekeeper. What is the name of this person? Sorry, the date on which we celebrate this day, that is 29th of May. So the Potato Day is basically celebrated on 30th of May, right? 30th of May. Apart from that, we also celebrate the World Red Cross Day. It is celebrated every year on 8th of May. So with this, we have covered one of the very important days for the month of May 2024, right? And why we are discussing them? Because all the latest months of the days are important. So last 3 months के अगर आप important days cover कर लेते हैं, that will be really important and beneficial for all of you from the exam point of view. So guys, now let's cover some other important days as well. So when I talk about the month of June, the World Food Safety Day has been celebrated on June 7, and the theme for this year is food safety. See guys, World Food Safety Day की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो World Food Safety Day की अगर थीम की बात करें तो ये कब क्या होगी? तो World Food Safety Day यहाँ पर फोकस करेगी सेफ्टी के ऊपर ही. So that is food safety. Prepare for the unexpected. Now, the first International Day for Dialogue Among Civilizations, it has also been declared this year, and it was being celebrated this year. It was celebrated on June of 10, and the resolution was proposed by China. China is the same country which has achieved that milestone of bringing lunar samples to the Earth, and China is also the same country which has won the Thomas and Uber Cup after defeating Indonesia. Then, World Day Against the Child Labor. So, World Day Against Child Labor is celebrated on June 12. And the theme for this year was, let's act on our commitments, end child labor. So this is basically the theme of the World Day Against Child Labor, right? This is the right answer. Now, moving forward to some other important days from the month of June 24. So June 14 ko we celebrate the World Blood Donor Day. And the theme for this year is 20 years of celebrating giving thank you blood donors. तो 20 years celebrate कर रहे हैं, तो इतना याद रखिए, 20 years of celebrating giving. That is what the theme for World Blood Donor Day celebrated on 14th of June. Now guys, the very important part, that is the International Day of Yoga. The 10th International Day of Yoga was being celebrated on 21st of June, and the theme for this year is योग for self and society. योग हमारे society के लिए और हमारे खुद के लिए काफी important है. That is why it is the theme for the International Day of Yoga 2024, right? And 177 countries have endorsed the India's proposal to the United Nations to observe International Day of Yoga. Now the other important day is the Olympic Day. So Olympic Day we celebrate on June 23, and this year the theme for this day is let's move and celebrate. So that is basically the theme of World Olympic Day this year, right? Let's move and celebrate. So if I talk about the Olympics, so can anybody tell me in which country the Olympics are taking place right now? Olympics have just started. In which country they are taking place? They are taking place in Paris, France. Can can anybody tell me the name of the official banking partner of the Indian team for Olympics? The official banking partner of Indian team for Olympics, it is Yes Bank. Can anybody tell me the name of the person who was the flag bearer in the opening ceremony of Olympics? Right? So absolutely right, guys. So that's how we have to basically make sure we are remembering all of these things. So yes, PV Sindhu, Sharat Kamal, absolutely right. All the people have given me the right answer to these questions. So now let's move on to some other important days. So the next important day is MSME Day. The theme for this year is leveraging the power and resilience of micro, small and medium enterprises to accelerate sustainable development and eradicate poverty in the times of multiple crises. तो इट इज सेलिब्रेटेड इन इंडिया एज उद्यमी भारत एमएसएमई डे, राइट? अगर हम बात करते हैं एसएमईस को 45 मिनट्स के अंदर लोन देने वाला वो कौन सा बैंक है विच हैज रिसेंटली कम अप विद अ प्लान? द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर बैंक विच हैज लॉन्च दिस पर्टिकुलर लोन फैसिलिटी फॉर दिस small medium enterprises, what is the name of this particular bank? It is the State Bank of India. The State Bank of India, which has also become the first public sector bank of India to achieve the achievement of crossing the market capitalization of rupees 8 lakh crores, right? That is the right part. Absolutely right, guys. Let's move on to the next part. That is the National Insurance Awareness Day. We celebrate it on June 28th. So Apurv, it is rupees 8 lakh crores, right? Not the US dollars. National Insurance Awareness Day celebrated on 28th of May. National Statistics Day is celebrated on June 29 every year, and it is celebrated to honor Professor PC Mahalanobis, right? And the theme for this year is use of data for the decision making. So use of data for decision making is the theme for the 18th National Statistics Day, which is celebrated every year on June 29. So with this, my dear friends, we have covered so many important days. I believe कि आप सभी को कुछ days यहाँ पर याद रहेंगे, but जब उसको बार-बार revise करेंगे, and when I will be asking you these questions again and again in this session, then definitely you will be able to retain them from the exam point of view, right? Let's move on to the next part. So milestone was achieved by a fund house in India as it became the first to reach rupees 10 trillion in asset under management. So what is the name of this fund house which has achieved this milestone? What is the name of this fund house? It is SBI Mutual Fund. तो स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया हम देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर काफी ज्यादा अचीवमेंट्स ले रहा है. तो स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का म्यूचुअल फंड है जिसने अचीव किया है 10 trillion in asset under management. State Bank of India become the first public sector bank to achieve the 8 lakh trillion rupees, sorry, 8 lakh crore rupees as a part of the market capitalization, right? And if I ask you the 27th chairman of the State Bank of India, what is the name of that person? 27th chairman of the State Bank of India, that is Challa Srinivasalu Shetty. That is the right answer. So I can see here that yes, all the people are giving me the right answers. That's really great. Let's move on to the next question. So Indian Navy celebrated a significant milestone with the induction of its first woman helicopter pilot. What is the name? I've already told you this name. That is Sub Lieutenant Anamika B. Rajiv is the name of the person. Avni Chaturvedi की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो she was the first woman to fly fighter aircraft in India. That is Avni Chaturvedi. Absolutely right. Next question, guys. So tell me the name of the initiative which was launched by Microsoft, Meta, Advanced Micro Devices, Broadcom, Cisco Systems, Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and Intel. An open standard for communication between artificial intelligence accelerator and challenge NVIDIA's dominance in the AI chip market. What is the name? That is Ultra Accelerator Link. That is the right answer. Option C, Ultra Accelerator Link. तो एक जॉइंट इनिशिएटिव है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, मेटा, एडवांस माइक्रो डिवाइसेस, ब्रॉडकॉम और सिस्को सिस्टम्स का, एंड दिस इज बेसिकली अल्ट्रा एक्सेलरेटर लिंक. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो विच टाइगर रिजर्व इन महाराष्ट्र इंट्रोड्यूस्ड द फर्स्ट आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस सिस्टम फॉर अर्ली फॉरेस्ट फायर डिटेक्शन? व्हाट इज द नेम? सो द नेम ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट इज बेसिकली It is Pench Tiger Reserve. Absolutely right. Pench Tiger Reserve is the right answer, and it is located in Maharashtra. So it is located in two states, Maharashtra and the Madhya Pradesh, right? So now, my dear friends, when I talk about the Maharashtra, so Maharashtra is also the first state to basically purchase land in the Jammu and Kashmir, right? Apart from that, can anybody tell me the name of the state where India's first constitution park has been located? India का पहला constitution park in which Indian Army has really played a very important role. It is where located? It is located in Pune, Maharashtra, right? Apart from that, recently the 27th National Conference on E-Governance, 27th National Conference on E-Governance was being held, and it was once again held in Maharashtra. Absolutely right. And the theme of this conference was shaping secure and sustainable e-service delivery. So this is basically the theme for the 27th National Conference on E-Governance. Apart from that, the former Rajya Sabha member of the Maharashtra, that is Murlidhar Chandrakant Bhandare. Murlidhar Chandrakant Bhandare. So he was also from the Maharashtra, right? Now, Vadhavan port is being set up by the Vadhavan company, and this is a new all-weather greenfield deep draft major port, which will be located in once again Maharashtra only. So here we have basically covered so many news articles which are related to Maharashtra, right? So now, my dear friends, as we asked you that this is basically the first artificial intelligence system for the early forest fire detection, right? So I would like to ask you the name of the first Indian state to basically launch and adopt the AI driven traffic management system. What is the name of that state? That is Sikkim, right? Apart from that, there was a country which has come up with the world's first artificial intelligence generated foreign ministry spokesperson. First artificial intelligence generated foreign ministry spokesperson. What is the name of that country? That is Ukraine. And when I ask you the name of that particular foreign ministry spokesperson, that is Victoria She. Victoria She is the right answer. Now guys, quickly tell me the first chief artificial intelligence officer. First chief artificial intelligence officer of NASA. That is David Salvagnini. Right? Apart from that, India's first artificial enabled text filing app. India's first artificial intelligence enabled text filing app. What is the name of that app? That is EasyText. EasyText is the name of the company which has come up with this particular app, right? World first AI powered F-16 fighter jet. It is an initiative of the Air Force of which country? That is US Air Force. Right? So 2024 Global Media Award was being given. It was being given to one of the AI news anchor of India Today group. What is the name of this anchor? The name of the anchor is Sana. So you can see here that there are so many news articles which are related to artificial intelligence, and we have together completed all of them together, right? So that's how guys we are required to prepare for our एग्जाम एज वेल. ठीक है, एग्जाम के अंदर भी आपको इसी तरीके से प्रिपरेशन करनी है. जो कॉमन न्यूज आर्टिकल्स आपको रखते हैं उनको आप एक साथ इस तरीके से याद कर सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग द माइंड मैपिंग टेक्निक. सो आर यू गाइज लाइकिंग दिस माइंड मैपिंग टेक्निक दैट वी आर यूजिंग इन दिस सेशन? Are you guys, is this technique helping you guys as well in order to retain these news articles from the exam point of view? क्या ये आपके लिए retention के लिए important है? Is it helping you guys to retain this part? So I'm really glad to see that yes, the people are liking this approach and they are finding it effective as well. So that's really great, guys. So now I think it's a good time that we can move on to this particular session. तो बढ़ते हैं अपने अगले न्यूज आर्टिकल की तरफ, अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ, एंड दैट इज द यूनिफाइड इंडिया ऑर्गेनिक लोगो, right? So this particular logo has been developed to replace the India Organic and Javik Bharat logos. So you have to identify the name of these entities which have come up with this unified India Organic logo. So the name of this organization is, the name is FSSAI and APEDA, right? Absolutely. So these are the two entities which have come up with this particular unified India Organic logo, right? So now, my dear friends, let's move on to the next question. So which of the following statements are correct with respect to the recently presented ICC Awards 2023 in June 2024? So Virat Kohli was named the men's ODI cricketer of the year. Surya Kumar Yadav won the men's T20 international cricketer of the year for the first time. Ned Shiver Brunt won the women's cricketer of the year. So you have to identify which of the following statements are correct with respect to the ICC Awards 2023, which were announced in June 2024. So basically here the first statement is right, but the statement which is incorrect is the statement number 2. Why? Because Surya Kumar Yadav has won this men's T20 International Award for the second time and not for the first time. And that is why the statement number 2 is incorrect. Right answer is statement number 1 and 3. Okay. So that's how you can see that such kind of details can be asked in the exam. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So ISRO has collaborated with a leading technology company to develop a groundbreaking 3D printed rocket engine for the fourth stage of PSLV. So guys, you have to tell me basically that what exactly is the name of the company with which ISRO has partnered for this initiative. For this project, ISRO ने किसके साथ partnership किया है? The name of that particular organization is Wipro 3D, with which it has signed this partnership, right? Wipro 3D is the right answer. So as we are covering these rocket guys, so we are talking about the 3D printed rocket engine. So let me tell you that recently there is a company which has launched the first candle wax powered rocket. Can anybody tell me the name of this rocket? The name of the rocket is SR-75 and it has been launched by a German company, that is High Impulse. So High Impulse company has come up with the SR-75 rocket, that is the first candle wax powered rocket. Let me tell you here, the candle wax has been used as a propellant for this particular rocket. Okay, absolutely right. So apart from that, Fatah 2 rocket system has been launched by one of the countries. What is the name of that country which has come up with the Fatah 2 rocket system? It is Pakistan, which has come up with this Fatah 2 rocket system, which has a range of 400 kilometers. So I hope these things are clear to all of you. So now, my dear friends, world's first rocket with the fully 3D printed engine, right? It has been launched by Agni Cool Cosmos, and the name of this particular engine is Agniban Sorted. Agniban Sorted. What exactly Sorted stands for? It stands for suborbital technology demonstrator, right? और 3D printed rocket engine की हम ऑलरेडी बात कर चुके हैं. That is basically recently launched by ISRO along with the Wipro 3D, right? Now ISRO's heaviest rocket, that is launch vehicle Mark 3, right? It will be used for the launch of Mangalyaan 2 mission. Mangalyaan 2 mission ISRO ने launch किया है, right? ISRO will be launching the Mangalyaan 2 mission, in that it will be using the launch vehicle Mark 3. So that is the right answer. So with this we have basically covered the other important part which are related to the rocket. तो यहाँ पर हमने mind mapping technique से इन चीजों को भी यहाँ पर cover कर लिया है, right? Let's move on to the next part. So Export Import Bank of India has opened its East Africa representative office, and you have to tell me in which city was this representative office opened. तो ये जो representative city office है ये कहाँ पर open किया गया है? It has been opened in Nairobi, Kenya, right? If I talk about the headquarter of India Exim Bank, can anybody tell me where the headquarter of India Exim Bank is located? Where is the headquarter located? It is located in Mumbai. Absolutely right. Maharashtra के अंदर ये है. Okay, that is the right answer. Now let's move on to the next part. So HDFC Bank has announced a collaboration to provide unsecured business loans to the MSMEs. So I've already told you what is the name of this partner institution with which HDFC Bank has partnered with for this financial institution for this initiative. So what is the name of this particular organization? That is Ashwa Finance, with which HDFC Bank has come up. Or HDFC Bank was the first bank to basically set up a private sector branch in Lakshadweep. और लक्षद्वीप की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो there was an exercise that is Sagar Kavach. Sagar Kavach exercise was been conducted in Lakshadweep only. And HDFC Bank is also the bank which has launched its first virtual credit card. The name of the card is Pixel. Right? Let's move on to the next part. So PickMe, which is a Sri Lankan ride-hailing platform, has signed a collaboration agreement to enable UPI-based payment for the Indian travelers. Now guys, PickMe ने पार्टनरशिप किया है कौन से इंडियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ, विच इज अ राइड हेलिंग प्लेटफॉर्म. जैसे हमारे यहाँ पर है ओला, उबर, रैपिडो, इसी तरीके से देयर इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म दैट इज पिकमी which is a Sri Lankan ride hailing platform, and here it has been signed between PhonePe and the PickMe. तो PhonePe ने पिकमी के साथ किया है साइन, फोन पे ने लंका पे के साथ किया है साइन, फोन पे ने नेपाल में भी ये पर्टिकुलर एमओयू साइन किया है, सो दैट वी कैन एनहांस द यूपीआई पेमेंट्स इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एरियाज, राइट? So we have to remember all of them from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next part. So here guys, you are required to tell me the name of the inaugural multinational air exercise which was hosted by the Indian Air Force. And this exercise is a unique in its scope and is planned to occur into two distinct phases. So you have to tell me that what exactly is the name of this exercise. So what exactly is the name of this exercise? Quickly tell me in the chat box. The name of the exercise is Tarang Shakti. Absolutely right. Tarang Shakti is the right answer. Now, my dear friends, let me tell you that Indian Air Force has also conducted the exercise Gagan Strike. Gagan Strike 2 exercise was being conducted by Indian Air Force along with the Indian Army. In which location where it was being conducted? What is the location where this exercise was being conducted? The location is Punjab. पंजाब इज द स्टेट जहां के मलेरकोटला डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर एक ड्यूरिंग द जनरल इलेक्शंस अ पर्टिकुलर इनिशिएटिव वाज बीन लॉन्च दैट वाज बूथ राबता. So booth rabta initiative was been launched right in the Malerkotla district of Punjab. Apart from that, the first emergency medical response system for the serving Indian Air Force personnels and their families. तो ये जो कमांड हॉस्पिटल बना है एयरफोर्स का, ये कहां पर बना है? दैट इज बेसिकली लॉन्च इन बेंगलुरु. बैंगलोर इज द राइट आंसर. ठीक है, दैट इज द राइट पार्ट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, द फर्स्ट नाइट विजन गॉगल्स एडेड लैंडिंग बाय द इंडियन एयरफोर्स. और ये किस एयरक्राफ्ट के थ्रू की गई थी? C-130J is the name of the aircraft. So first night vision goggles aided landing was being conducted by the Indian Air Force through its aircraft C-130J in the eastern sector of India. And Indian Air Force has also inducted the Rampage missile. तो Rampage missile को यहां पर इंडक्ट किया इंडियन एयर फोर्स ने into its Sukhoi 30, MiG-29, Jaguar. And can anybody tell me the developer of this particular missile? That is Israel. Absolutely right. It is Israel Aerospace Industries. right? So it was basically the Command Hospital Air Force of Bangalore. Okay. So now, my dear friends, let's also cover some other important exercises as well. So the 29th RIMPAC exercise, that is the Rim of the Pacific, which is the world's largest international maritime exercise. It was conducted, it was organized by the US Pacific Fleet of the US Navy, and it was conducted in Hawaii with the theme of partners integrated and prepared. So basically RIMPAC exercise को US Navy ने conduct किया है this year, and from India, INS Shivalik has represented India from in that particular exercise. Now the next exercise that we need to cover from here is JMEX, that is Japan India Maritime Exercise 2024. And this exercise was being conducted in Japan. And once again, INS Shivalik was the one, along with the JS Yugiri of Japan, which have participated in this exercise. Now, another initiative for this particular, which has been recently taken, is Vidyut Rakshak. तो विद्युत रक्षक एक इंटीग्रेटेड जनरेटर मॉनिटरिंग प्रोटेक्शन और कंट्रोल सिस्टम है जिसको लॉन्च किया है इंडियन आर्मी ने। तो इंडियन आर्मी ने लॉन्च किया है विद्युत रक्षक को, ठीक है। एक्सरसाइज रेड फ्लैग 24, इट वाज बीन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय द यूएस पैसिफिक एयर फोर्स. It was an advanced aerial combat training exercise. Now there is a Freedom Edge, which is the first trilateral multi-domain exercise of the South Korea, United States and Japan, and it was conducted in South Korea. तो South Korea के अंदर हुई exercise, that is a Freedom Edge. The name of the entities which have participated in this exercise was South Korea, United States and the Japan. So these are the things that we need to remember from the exam point of view, right? Apart from that, अगर हम Indian Air Force की बात करते हैं तो Indian Air Force ने recently बॉम्बी बकेट ऑपरेशन को भी कंडक्ट किया था. बॉम्बी बकेट ऑपरेशन. Can anybody tell me where it was being conducted? It was basically conducted to combat forest fires in Uttarakhand, right? And if I ask you the name of that particular state which has launched the campaign, that is Perul Lao Paise Pao. Perul Lao Paise Pao campaign was been launched by which state? It was once again launched by Uttarakhand only, where the Bambi Bucket operation has been conducted by the Indian Air Force. So I hope that all these things are very much clear to all of you. So now let's move on to the next important question. The next question is on the Artemis Accord. So recently there are some countries which have recently joined the Artemis Accord. So definitely you will be getting the PDF of the session. Do not worry about it. Okay. But right now I would request you just try to focus on the session. So guys, who are the latest members to join the Artemis Accord? The latest members who have joined this Artemis Accord are Lithuania, Peru and Slovakia. So these are the three countries which have recently joined the Artemis Accord. They are the 40th, 41st and 42nd member of the Artemis Accord. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is on the Trishna mission. So जब भी आपके पास ऐसा कोई acronym आता है, so make sure कीजिए कि आप उसकी full form को याद रखिए. And this question is also about the acronym, the full form of the Trishna mission. Trishna mission is a mission which has been recently launched by ISRO along with the French National Space Agency, that is National Center for Space Studies. So this session addresses critical water and food security challenges and will focus on the impact of human-induced climate change. तो humans की activities की वजह से जो climate के अंदर change आ रहा है और efficient water resource management की तरफ काम करेगा. So the full form of the Trishna mission is Thermal Infrared Imaging Satellite for High Resolution Natural Resource Assessment. तो natural resources की assessment की जाएगी through this Trishna mission. So it stands for Thermal Infrared Imaging Satellite. That is TRI, Thermal Infrared Imaging Satellite for High Resolution Natural Resource Assessment. That is what the full form of Trishna. ठीक है, तो ये एक initiative है ISRO और French organization, that is CNES. And what it will be doing? They will be addressing the critical water and food security challenges. Absolutely right. Now the next question is on the EY World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. It was awarded to an individual who is the Executive Vice Chairman of Tube Investments of India. What is the name of this particular award which has been given to this person? So what is the name of this person who has been given this award? The name of this person is Vilayan Subbiya. Absolutely right. Vilayan Subbiya is the right answer. Next question. So best conduct of the Business Regulator Award in Asia Pacific was given to the SEBI. for its role in enhancing the regulatory framework for securities market in India. So which organization has given this award? The Best Conduct of the Business Regulator Award. तो ये award किसने दिया है? This award was been given by the Asian Banker. So Asian Banker has given this award. Next question. So Dilip Bose Lifetime Achievement Award was presented to two individuals. Now I want all of you tell me the right answer to this question. I've already told you the right answer. There was the one who was the first woman recipient and she was being given this award along with nursing. तो दोनों को ये अवार्ड दिया है इंडियन टेनिस एसोसिएशन है, राइट? सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द नेम ऑफ द पर्सन? इट इज रोहिणी लोखंडे. तो रोहिणी लोखंडे इज द नेम ऑफ दिस पर्सन which who has been given this award. Absolutely right. Next question is on the Priyanka Jarikoli, who has made headline as the youngest tribal woman to win from an unreserved seat in Karnataka. तो कर्नाटका की अनरिजर्व सीट से जीतने वाले इस वुमेन का कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी कौन सी है? कौन सी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से बिलोंग करती है? शी इज फ्रॉम शिकोडी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी. शिकोडी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी, राइट? नेक्स्ट पार्ट. So Sunil Chhetri has retired from the international football as India's top goal scorer with 94 goals in 151 international appearances. So here you have to tell me who are the top 3 goal scorers in the international football. So Sunil Chhetri has announced his retirement, right? Who are the, and he is the 4th top goal scorer. So you have to tell me the name of the top 3 goal scorers in the international football. So it is basically Cristiano Ronaldo, Ali Day and Lionel Messi. These are the right answers. Absolutely right. So now guys, this is a question for all the football lovers. You have to tell me the name of the country which has won the Copa America. Copa America event recently हुआ था. Can anybody tell me the name of the country which has won this event, Copa America? All the football lovers, this question is for you. So this particular was won by Argentina. Argentina has won this event by defeating Colombia in the finals. Now there is another question that I would like to ask you about the Euro Championship. Can anybody tell me the name of the country which has won the European Championship 2024? It was Spain which has won this particular championship, defeating which country in the finals? Which country was defeated in the final? It was England which was defeated in the finals of this particular championship. Absolutely right. Spain has defeated England in the finals and Argentina defeated Colombia in the Copa America final. Right? So that's how we have to retain all these information. Moving to the next question. So it was announced that a memoir titled Source Code My Beginnings will be released next year. You have to tell me the name of the author who is writing this memoir. Kiska memoir hai ye? So this is the memoir of Bill Gates. That is the right answer. Can anybody tell me the author of the book which has been recently launched, that is Knife? तो Knife book को recently launch किया गया था. Can anybody tell me the author of this book? So it was authored by Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie is the name of the person who has written this particular book. Absolutely right. So whenever you are covering any kind of news article related to the books and authors, make sure that you are asking yourself, okay, what else are the other book names that I remember? ठीक है, अगर आप इस तरीके से पढ़ेंगे चीजों को तो डेफिनेटली यू विल बी एबल टू रिटेन द थिंग्स. तो जब भी एक नए टॉपिक को देखते हो उसके अक्रॉस खुद से क्वेश्चन पूछिए, राइट? आई एम ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम थिंग इन दिस सेशन. आई एम आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम माई सेल्फ एंड आई एम गेटिंग दीज आंसर्स दैट आई एम टेलिंग यू इन दिस सेशन, राइट? सो सिद्धार्थ, आपके कोर्स के अंदर आपको मिल जाएगा आपका पूरा स्केड्यूल. डू नॉट वरी अबाउट इट. Let's move on to the next question. So Prem Singh Tamang was appointed as the Chief Minister of Sikkim. So you have to tell me how many total seats are there in the Sikkim Assembly. Let me tell you that similar kind of election took place in 2022. So in 2023 exam. So in 2022, and they asked that how many seats are there in the Puducherry, right? So that is why we have framed such kind of question. You have to tell me how many total seats are there in the Sikkim Assembly. So these are 32 seats. If I talk about the first Indian state, So definitely Mahima and D, you will be getting the recorded videos as well. Okay, just try to focus on this live session first, right? You will be getting the recorded videos also. Okay. So now when I ask you about the first Indian state to adopt the AI driven traffic management system, what is the name of the state which has adopted the first AI driven traffic management system in India? That is Sikkim, right? Now quickly tell me the AI powered system which has been launched by one of the tiger reserves for the early detection of forest fires. So what is the name? What is the name of that particular tiger reserve? The name of this tiger reserve is Painch Tiger Reserve. Painch Tiger Reserve. And where it is located? It is located in Maharashtra. Maharashtra is the state where the first constitution park has been located, in Pune. Maharashtra is the first state to basically purchase land in the Jammu and Kashmir, right? That is the right answer. So my dear friends, what I am doing also, whatever information I am trying to gather and I can gather for all of you, I am asking you in the form of MCQ, so that कि आपके लिए क्या हो, आपके लिए easy हो जाए कि आप इन सभी न्यूज आर्टिकल्स को रिलेट कर सको और आप रिटेन कर सको. एंड आई बिलीव कि आज के सेशन के बाद अगर ये डिटेल्स मैं आपसे कल भी पूछूंगा तो यू विल बी एबल टू टेल मी, राइट? तो इस तरीके से माइंड मैपिंग टेक्निक को हमें यूज करना है इन ऑर्डर टू रिटेन द थिंग्स. ठीक है? सो यू कैन ऑल्सो डू दैट वेल वेन एवर यू आर रिवाइजिंग द थिंग्स. ओके, let's move on to the next question. So next question is on the UNESCO. UNESCO is appointed its first ever goodwill ambassador for the youth. You have to tell me the name of that K-pop group which has achieved this milestone to become the first ever goodwill ambassador for youth. And it is 17. Option D, 17 is the right answer. Let me tell you that this 17 group will be pledging USD 1 million. Sorry, it is 1 million donation to the Global Youth Grant Scheme. ये जो ग्लोबल यूथ ग्रांट स्कीम है विच इज अ इनिशिएटिव ऑफ द यूनेस्को, उसमें ये 1 मिलियन यूएस डॉलर्स देने वाले हैं. एंड द नेम ऑफ द ग्रुप इज 17. Now my dear friends, if I talk about the UNESCO, so you have to tell me the India's first UNESCO city of literature. Can anybody tell me the first UNESCO city of literature? What is the name of that city? That is Kozhikode, in the Indian state of Kerala, right? So Kozhikode along with the Gwalior, it has been added to the prestigious list of 55 cities. So among the 55 cities, the Gwalior and Kozhikode are also there, which have been recently added to the UNESCO Creative City Network, right? So अगर हम बात करते हैं ग्वालियर की, तो ग्वालियर को कौन सी कैटेगरी के अंदर इंक्लूड किया है? एज इट इज द लिटरेचर फॉर द कोईकोडे, द ग्वालियर इज बीन इंडक्टेड फॉर म्यूजिक. Absolutely right. Music is the right answer. Now let me tell you guys that UNESCO also come up with its Prix Versailles Award. तो यूनेस्को का ही एक अवार्ड है प्रिक्स वर्सेल्स अवार्ड, which it basically gives for the year 2024. One of the Indian museum has been selected and shortlisted for this award. Can anybody tell me the name of that particular museum? That is the Smriti One Earthquake Memorial Museum. Smriti One Earthquake Memorial and Museum, it is the one which has been shortlisted, and it is the first Indian museum to receive such global recognition for its architecture and cultural expression. ये पहला ऐसा म्यूजियम है जिसको यहाँ रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया है for this, right? Apart from that, guys, recently, let me tell you, as Kozhikode and Gwalior have been added to the UNESCO Creative Cities Network, similarly, Srinagar was also added for its craft, right? Similarly, guys, let me tell you, the Srinagar has recently been declared as the World Craft City by the World Craft Council. तो World Craft Council ने World Craft City declare किया है श्रीनगर को recently. Right? That is the right part. Absolutely, guys. All the people have given me the right answer. Now, there is another important point. So we were covering the important international days, right? So let me tell you that recently the first International Day of Play has been declared. Can anybody tell me the date on which we will be celebrating the International Day of Play? The International Day of Play will be celebrated on which date? It will be celebrated on 11th of June. 11th of June को हम celebrate करेंगे International Day of Play. And this has been announced by the United Nations. And who will be the joint coordinator for this day? The joint coordinator for this day will be UNESCO and UNICEF. Right? So that is the reason that why I have covered all these UNESCO related news articles together, so that you guys can remember all these UNESCO news articles from the exam point of view. I hope that you guys are really able to retain all these facts and figures, all these numbers and all these names from the exam point of view. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. So N. Chandrababu Naidu was appointed as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. The question is on the same line. How many total seats are there in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly? तो आंध्र प्रदेश असेंबली के अंदर टोटल 175 सीट्स हैं. उसके नए चीफ मिनिस्टर का नाम है एन चंद्रबाबू नायडू. Absolutely right. Next question. So Pooja Tomar has made history by becoming the first Indian to win a fight in the UFC. So which state is Pooja Tomar from? तो Pooja Tomar हमारी कौन सी स्टेट से बिलोंग करती हैं? She is from the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. UP is the right answer. So UP is the right answer. अगर हम बात करते हैं महाराष्ट्र की, it is the first state to purchase land in the Jammu and Kashmir. And if I talk about Haryana, तो Haryana government has come up with the Haryana Clean Air Project. So can you tell me the name of organization which will be giving the financial support for this project? What is the name of that organization? That is World Bank. And what is that amount that it will be providing to the Haryana for this project? What is that amount? That particular amount is 10,000 crore rupees. Absolutely right. I'm really glad to see that yes, all of you are able to retain all these facts. अगर हम बात करते हैं पंजाब की, so पंजाब के अंदर basically we all know that Gagan Strike 2 exercise was being conducted by Indian Air Force and Indian Army, right? And पंजाब के मलेरकोटला डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर we have come up with the initiative of बूथ राबता initiative. अगर हम बात करें राजस्थान की, तो राजस्थान के अंदर we all know that Om shaped temple foundation stone was being laid down, right? That is the right answer. So I'm really glad to see that yes, all the people are giving me the right answer to this question as well, and you guys are able to retain this fact. एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं एक और इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट जो हमने किया था राजस्थान का, सो राजस्थान से बिलोंग करते हैं ओम बिरला जी. ओम बिरला जी, right? That is a speaker as well. So that is really great. We have covered all these news articles. Let's move on to the next important question. The question is on the French Open 24 tennis tournament, which was held at Stade Roland Garros, Paris. So you have to consider the following statements about this event. That is the French Open. The first statement, Carlos Alcaraz won the men's singles title, marking his maiden French Open victory. Absolutely right. Iga Swiatek became the first woman since Justin Henin to win 3 consecutive French Open titles. Alexander Zverev was the runner-up in the men's singles category. Absolutely right. So these are the important details from the French Open that all of you are required to remember. Now I will be asking you another important question. You have to tell me the name of the person which has basically won the Wimbledon. So Wimbledon 2024 जीता है men's category के अंदर. What is the name of the person? It is Carlos Alcaraz. And who was defeated in the finals? Finals के अंदर किसको defeat किया था? The person who was defeated in the finals by the Carlos Alcaraz was Novak Djokovic. Absolutely right. Now you have to tell me the Wimbledon 2024 women's category winner. Who won the women's category match? The women's category title in the Wimbledon 2024 was won by which person? Quickly tell me in the chat box. Absolutely right. It is been won by Barbara. Absolutely right. So this is the right answer. That is Barbara Krejcikova. That is the name of the person who has won this particular event. So Carlos Alcaraz और बारबरा दोनों को हमें याद करना है from the exam point of view. Wimbledon recently हुआ था, तो we must remember from the exam point of view about this part. Let's move on to the next question. So ISSF World Cup 2024 was held in Munich, Germany. Who are the Indian medal winners at this event? तो किस किसने यहाँ पर मेडल जीता है? So the name of the person who has won this particular medal is, तो आप देख सकते हैं कुछ पुराने नाम यहाँ पर दिए गए हैं, अभिनव बिंद्रा, गगन नारंग, तो इनको आप रिसेंटली बेसिकली अपने ऑब्जर्वेशन के थ्रू ही हम इसे एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं. So the name of the person is Sarabjot Singh and Shift Kaur Samra. So these are the two people who have won these medals in the ISSF World Cup 2024. और ये कहाँ हुआ था? It was held in Munich, Germany. तो यहाँ पर इवेंट कहाँ हुआ है, कौन सी कंट्री के अंदर हुआ है, ये भी हमें पता होना चाहिए, और कौन विनर है हमें ये भी आइडिया होना चाहिए, राइट? Next question. So Indian Army has made a landmark deal for the first indigenous man-portable counter-drone system to be inducted into the Indian Defence Forces. So what was the amount of this deal? So what exactly was the amount of this deal which has been signed between Indian Army for the first indigenous man-portable counter-drone system? तो ये हुआ है आपका 100 crore rupees का deal. Okay. So this was of 100 crores. If we talk about the Haryana Clean Air Project with the World Bank will be giving this particular financial support of rupees 10,000 crore to the Haryana state for this particular project. Next question. The first country to relocate an indigenous island community due to the rising sea levels. So what is the name of that country which has become the first to relocate an indigenous island community due to rising sea level? The name of the country is Panama. Can you tell me the name of that modern country to lost all of its glaciers? The country which has lost all of its glaciers. The name of that particular country is Venezuela. तो यहां पर भी हमने फर्स्ट कंट्री को डिस्कस किया, यहां पर भी हमने फर्स्ट कंट्री को डिस्कस किया है, दैट इज पनामा, एंड हियर इट इज वेनेजुएला, राइट? सो वी कैन कनेक्ट बोथ ऑफ दीज कंट्रीज एंड वी कैन रिमेंबर देम फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. So next question. So which state secretariat became the first green state government headquarter in India by inaugurating 2.5 megawatt solar power project? What is the name of that particular state? So the name of that particular state government is, it is the Indian state of Assam. Absolutely right. Assam is the right answer. So Assam is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next question, guys. So India has marked a significant advancement in its defense capabilities with the launch of the first indigenously manufactured suicide drone. So you have to basically tell me in this question, in this very long question, let me tell you, you can also find such kind of questions in the exam कि बहुत लंबे question आपको मिलेंगे, but यहाँ पर question का जो मतलब है काफी easy है. It is just asking you to name the innovative drone. What is the name of this drone which has been launched? The first indigenously manufactured suicide drone. The name of the drone is Nagastra 1. Nagastra 1 is the name of that particular drone which has been launched by India. Next question. So the facility which was launched by the Army Hospital in New Delhi, marking a significant advancement in the medical services within the armed forces. So that is the first skin bank facility which has been launched by the Army Hospital. So Army Hospital, New Delhi has launched with the first skin bank facility within the Armed Forces Medical Services. And this will revolutionize the treatment of severe burn injuries and other skin-related conditions. And the name of that particular initiative is the Skin Bank Facility. Absolutely right. Next question is on the Nelson Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. So it was being given at the 7th Nelson Mandela Children Film Festival. What is the name of the person? Let me tell you, my dear friend, this question was also been asked. Directly this question was being asked in the SEBI Grade A Phase 1 exam which has just happened recently. Just 2 days back we have seen the SEBI Grade Officer exam. There this question was being asked. The right answer to the question was Vinod Ganatre. Option C, Vinod Ganatre is the right answer, who was recognized with the Nelson Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. And he has become the first Indian to receive this award. Okay. Next question. The airport which has become the first in India to launch the self-service backdrop quick drop solution award. First in India to launch the self-service backdrop quick drop solution following the global precedent set by Toronto Airport. So what exactly is the name of this airport? That is the Indira Gandhi International Airport. Basically, Delhi International Airport Limited has launched this particular initiative of self-service backdrop quick drop solution, right? Absolutely, this is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So, a groundbreaking air tourism initiative has been launched to enhance connectivity between the major urban center with the central Indian state, fostering economic growth and the promoting regional tourism. You have to tell me just the name of the state government which has introduced this intrastate air travel program to transform regional transportation. तो रीजनल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन और एयर टूरिज्म को यहाँ पर बढ़ावा देने के लिए ये इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च किया स्टेट ने. द नेम ऑफ द स्टेट इज मध्य प्रदेश. एब्सोल्युटली राइट, मध्य प्रदेश इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. So the name is PM Shri Paryatan Vayu Seva. PM Shri Paryatan Vayu Seva has been launched to connect 8 cities within the state. So now the next question is on the stop clock rule. I've already told you the team which was first to be penalized under ICC's new stop clock rule is USA, and it has basically violated this rule against the match India. Okay, and what exactly that rule is? The rule is basically they have told that within the 60 seconds they have to start the second over, right? तो अगर मान लीजिए एक ओवर आपका भी खत्म हो तो विद इन द पीरियड ऑफ 60 सेकंड दे हैव टू स्टार्ट द नेक्स्ट ओवर, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू रिमेंबर फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. और इसके अलावा हमने और चीजें भी कवर की थी, राइट? सो कैन एनीबडी टेल मी द फर्स्ट इंडोर cricketing facility of the Northeast India? It has been recently set up by BCCI. Where it has been set up? It is set up in Ribhoi, Meghalaya. So I think it either it is Ribhoi or Umroi. I think it is Ribhoi, Meghalaya, right? It is Ribhoi, Meghalaya. The first indoor cricketing facility for the northeastern region. And if I ask you the first hybrid pitch, it has been installed in Dharamshala cricket ground of Himachal Pradesh. Absolutely right. This is the right answer. Next question. So the University Grant Commission has approved a significant change. और वो ये change क्या है? That is basically the introduction of biannual admissions aimed to increase the gross enrollment ratio. तो ग्रॉस एनरोलमेंट रेशियो को बढ़ावा देने के लिए और बूस्ट करने के लिए बाई एनुअल एडमिशंस को यहां पर इन्होंने पास किया है. एक सिग्निफिकेंट चेंज है ये जो होने वाला है. सो विच आर द टू एडमिशन साइकिल्स एज पर द न्यू यूजीसी पॉलिसी? तो ये दो न्यू एडमिशन साइकिल्स कौन से होंगे? दैट इज जुलाई अगस्त एंड जनवरी टू फेब्रुवरी. So these are the two admission cycles that will be there. Next question. The Tata Communication has entered into a partnership as the global technology partner for the World Athletics for 5 years. So you have to tell me the name of the company with which has been acquired by the Tata Communication to enhance their broadcasting capabilities. It is the Switch Enterprises LLC, right? So Athletic Federation of India के साथ एक पर्टिकुलर स्पोर्ट्स ब्रांड ने टाई अप किया है to sponsor their kits. Can anybody tell me what is the name of that sports brand? The name of that sports brand is Puma. Puma India is the right answer. This is the right answer. Next question. So Adani Defense and Aerospace formed a strategic alliance with the UAE based group, and they will be establishing a global platform for leveraging defense and aerospace capabilities. So which UAE based group is partnering with Adani Defense Aerospace in this endeavor? The name of that particular group is Edge Group. तो Edge Group ने Adani Defense and Aerospace के साथ मिलकर एक alliance बनाया है, and they will be establishing a global platform which will be leveraging defense and aerospace capabilities. That is the right answer. Next question. So Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts has entered into agreement with a prominent Indian television channel, and they will see program produced by IGNCA being telecast on the television channel. What is the name of that channel? The name of the channel is Sansad TV. Now, my dear friends, as we have already covered the AI part, so now I would like to ask you that there is a channel that is a Doordarshan Kisan. Okay? So the two new AI anchors has been launched by this particular channel. Can anybody tell me what exactly are the name of these two new anchors? The AI anchors, these are AI Krish and AI Bhumi. ठीक है, सो आई बिलीव आप सभी को याद रहेगा. और लेट क्विकली टेल मी द नेम ऑफ द एंकर हु हैज वन द ग्लोबल मीडिया अवार्ड. शी इज फ्रॉम इंडिया टुडे. द नेम ऑफ दैट एंकर इज सना. The first company which has adopted the artificial intelligence management system. The first company which has certified and adopted the artificial intelligence management system, that is Infosys. Right? The country which has launched the foreign ministry spokesperson, that is basically a AI spokesperson. The name of the country is Ukraine and the name of the spokesperson is, what is the name of the spokesperson? It is Victoria Shi. That is the right answer. The first Indian state to adopt AI driven traffic management system, that is Sikkim. So are you guys able to retain all these facts, all these numbers, all these names? Is this easy for you? क्या आप सभी का कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल यहाँ इंक्रीज हो रहा है? प्लीज गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ यस. मुझे थम्स अप देकर बताइए अगर आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल अब जीए के अंदर इंप्रूव हो रहा है. दैट यस, नाउ वी कैन सी दैट यस वी विल बी एबल टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन द एग्जाम by using these kind of mind mapping techniques. Will you be able to answer the question in the exam? So I'm really glad to see by seeing your responses, guys. That's really great. And I really wish कि आप सभी को इन सभी चीजें अच्छे से याद हो जाएंगी from the exam point of view, right? So now let's move on to the next part. Thank you, Shabnam, for your kind words. So let's move on to the next question, guys. So a famous stock exchange has achieved a remarkable feat by processing the highest number of transactions in a single trading day. So which stock exchange has achieved this world record? The world record is basically of processing an impressive 1971 crore orders in a single day, which resulted in 28.55 crore trades. So what exactly is the name of this stock exchange? The name of the stock exchange is the National Stock Exchange, which has become the first such kind of stock exchange to achieve the record of 1971 crore orders resulting in 28.55 crore trades. That is the right answer. Option B, National Stock Exchange. So एक वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड यहाँ बना है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यूनाइटेड नेशंस हैज डिक्लेयर्ड अ पर्टिकुलर ईयर टू बी ऑब्जर्व्ड एज अ इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ क्वांटम साइंस. तो हमने क्वांटम साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में काफी पढ़ा. इन द प्रीवियस ईयर वी हैव सीन सो मेनी डेवलपमेंट्स. नाउ यू हैव टू टेल मी द ईयर व्हिच विल बी सेलिब्रेटेड एज द इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ क्वांटम साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. दैट ईयर इज 2025. एब्सोल्युटली राइट, 2025 इज द राइट आंसर. So United Nations ने डिक्लेयर किया है, and this declaration is co-sponsored by Ghana along with 6 other countries, which has come up with this kind of resolution. Next question. So star located 3000 light years from the earth became visible to the naked eye for the very first time in 1946. तो 1946 के बाद से ये अभी यहाँ पर नेकेड आई से विजिबल हुआ था. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टार, गाइस? द नेम ऑफ द स्टार इज टी कॉर्ने बोरियोलिस. तो टी कॉर्ने बोरियोलिस इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टार which is located 3000 light years ago from the earth, and it became visible to the naked eye for the first time since 1946. That is the right answer. Okay, so it is also known as blaze star. So blaze star is basically the one which is also called T Coronae borealis. Next question. So Sumit Nagal of India has won the men's singles title at the Hilbron Neckar Cup 24, marking his 6th ATP Challenger tennis title. So this prestigious tennis tournament was held in a specific country. You have to tell me the name of that particular country where the Hilbron Neckar Cup 2024 held. So the name is, country is Germany. And let me tell you guys, Germany is also the country which has hosted the final of the European Championship. जिसके बारे में हमने अभी बात की. The country which has won this championship was Spain. And which country was defeated? England. If I talk about the Copa America में अर्जेंटीना was the winner, defeating Colombia in the finals. और यहाँ पर हमने बात की सुमित नागल से. तो सुमित नागल बिलोंग करते हैं लॉन टेनिस से. लॉन टेनिस की बात की जाए तो अभी विंबलडन हुआ था. विंबलडन के अंदर इन द मेंस एंड द वुमेन्स कैटेगरी, मेंस कैटेगरी के अंदर कैर्लोस अल्कारेज won the event, defeating Novak Djokovic in the finals. And in the women's category it was Barbara Krejcikova which has won this particular event, right? So all the people are able to relate all these news articles. Let's move on to the next question. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज आउट द मोटो जीपी भारत। तो मोटो जीपी भारत इंडिया के अंदर होने वाला है। यू हैव टू टेल मी दैट विच स्टेट विल बी होस्टिंग द मोटो जीपी भारत। सो मोटो जीपी भारत के लिए बेसिकली it will be conducted in Uttar Pradesh. Absolutely right. Can anybody tell me the name of the brand ambassador? Brand ambassador for MotoGP? Who is the brand ambassador for MotoGP? We have recently covered this particular part in our recently held CT360 session. That is Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan is the right answer. The Indian cricketer Shikhar Dhawan. और अगर हम बात करते हैं क्रिकेट की तो आईपीएल 2024 भी हुआ था अभी रिसेंटली, राइट? IPL 2024. It is the next big event which happened recently after the T20 Cricket World Cup 24. तो IPL 24 के अंदर who was the winner? Can anybody tell me the name of the winner of IPL 24? It was Kolkata Knight Riders. And the name of the team which was the runner-up here, which was defeated in the finals, that was Sunrisers Hyderabad. Can you guys tell me the name of the person who won the purple cap? Who was the purple cap holder in the IPL 24? That is Harshal Patel. Purple cap holder means the person who has claimed the most number of wickets, right? If I ask you the orange cap holder, orange cap means the person who has scored the maximum runs. The person is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli की अगर हम बात करते हैं, he has announced his retirement from the international T20 cricket along with Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja. विराट कोहली को अगर हम डिस्कस करें तो विराट कोहली was also the player of the match in the finals of the T20 World Cup. The finals of the T20 World Cup, India defeated South Africa. South Africa is the same team against which Smriti Mandhana has made a record of becoming the first women cricketer to score 2 consecutive ODI centuries. So you are able to connect all these points together, right? That's how you can ask yourself the different questions across the different lines. And you have to make sure that answers are keep on coming in your mind. And that will be testing your retention levels from the exam point of view. Okay, let's move on to the next part. The next part is the first edition of Toyo Podmaster 2024. So who was named as the podcaster of the year at Toyo Podmasters 2024? Who was named as the podcaster of the year at the Toyo Podmaster 24? That is Raj Shamini and Navyananda. So Raj Shamini and Navyananda are the Toyo Podmaster 2024, right? Option C is the right answer. Pema Khandu was appointed as the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. So how many seats are there in the Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly? How many states are there? How many seats are there in the Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly? That is 60 seats. There are 60 seats in the Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly. Absolutely right. Now, Ramoji Rao, a prominent Indian businessman, media proprietor, and the film producer, has passed away recently, and he was the chairman of the major media group and the founder of Ramoji Film City in Hyderabad. Which company did Ramoji Rao chaired? कौन सी कंपनी के चेयरमैन थे ये? That is what you have to identify here. So आप सभी ने ETV देखा होगा guys. ETV आप सभी ने देखा होगा. सो ETV के चेयरमैन रामोजी राव ही थे और यहाँ पर ETV is basically of एनाडू. The name is basically एनाडू, जिसके ये चेयरमैन रहे हैं रामोजी राव. ठीक है, a very big name that you have to remember from the exam point of view. Ramoji Rao was the chairman of Enadu Media Group. So now the next question is on the William Anders, the American astronaut and businessman who passed away recently. So ये कौन से मिशन का पार्ट थे? विलियम एंडर्स वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ विच मिशन? ही वाज द पार्ट ऑफ अपोलो 8 मिशन. तो अपोलो 8 मिशन के पास थे. दैट वाज द फर्स्ट ह्यूमन स्पेस फ्लाइट टू लीव लो अर्थ ऑर्बिट एंड ट्रेवल टू द मून एंड बैक टू अर्थ. So that was the historic mission जिसके ये पार्ट रहे. The name of the person is William Anders and the mission is Apollo 8. Okay, so he was one of the first 3 humans to orbit the moon and took the iconic Earthrise photo, the first color image from the space. Next question. So it was announced that India's largest ethane cracker project will be set up by GAIL. In which district will India's largest ethane cracker project will be located? तो इंडिया के कौन से डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर इसको यहाँ पर लोकेट किया गया है? It will be set up in सीहोर. सीहोर is a place in मध्य प्रदेश. तो मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर यहाँ पर इसको लॉन्च किया जाएगा. Now I would like to ask you one more question, guys. Can you guys tell me the name of the Indian company which has launched the first CNG motorcycle? The first CNG motorcycle has been launched by which company? That is Bajaj. Bajaj Auto ने launch किया है CNG, first CNG motorcycle, that is Bajaj Freedom, right? Moving to the next question. So the name of the India's first index fund which offers investors exposure to defense stocks. तो डिफेंस स्टॉक्स का एक्सपोजर ऑफर करने वाला इंडिया का पहला इंडेक्स फंड कौन सा है? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट इंडेक्स फंड? So the name of that index fund is basically, so guys, the name of that index fund is Motilal Oswal Nifty India Defense Index Fund. Okay, that is the right answer. So now, my dear friends, recently one of the insurance company, that is Aegon Insurance, has renamed itself. Can anybody tell me the new name of Aegon Insurance? What is the new name of Aegon Insurance? The new name of Aegon Insurance is Bandhan. Absolutely right. Bandhan is the right answer. Next question. So a notable appointment was made concerning the advisory roles within the Indian government, and given their long-standing service and strategic importance, who are the recognized as the longest serving advisors to the Prime Minister of India? तो Prime Minister of India के longest serving advisor कौन है? So these are basically Ajit Doval and PK Mishra. These are the right answers. These are the name of two people who are the longest serving advisors to the Prime Minister of India. So next question is on the autobiography of the Indian cricketer Ravichandran Ashwin. So Ravichandran Ashwin has recently launched his autobiography, and you have to tell me the name of that autobiography. I already told you, whenever there is a books and author, make sure you are remembering the name of the book as well as the author, right? So the name of this particular autobiography of Indian cricketer Ravichandran Ashwin is I Have the Streets, a Kutti Cricket Story. So let me tell you guys that recently another autobiography was being launched by one of the Australian cricketer, and the name of that particular book is Winner's Mindset. Can you tell me the name of this person who has basically written this book? It is Shane Watson. So it is not David Warner, guys. It is Shane Watson who has written this book, Winner's Mindset. Now, guys, we all know that for the books, we have a very important prize, that is the Booker Prize. Please tell me the name of the book which has won the Booker Prize for this year. The Booker Prize has been won by which book this year? So the Booker Prize was been won by Kairos. Can you tell me the author of the book? Who is the author of this book? That is Jenny Erpenbeck. Jenny Erpenbeck is the name of the author of this book who has written Kairos. Now you have to also tell me, let me tell you that the Booker Prize has been given to the name, to the author as well as the person who has translated that book. Who was the translator of this book? Let me tell you that this award has been given jointly to the translator as well as the author. So what is the name of the translator? The name of the translator is Michael Hoffman. So with this, we have covered other important books as well, and the important award as well, that is the Michael Hoffman, who was a translator. Jenny Epperbank is the author. The name of the book is Kairos, and the name of the award is Booker Prize. This is the right part. Let's move on to the next question. So Smriti One Earthquake Memorial and Museum, an architectural marvel located in Gujarat, for which prestigious award this museum has been shortlisted, which celebrates architectural excellence globally. What is the name of that award? The name of that award is Prix Versailles Award. और ये Prix Versailles Award को किसने, ये Prix Versailles Award कौन सी organization का है? Please quickly tell me in the chat box. It is of UNESCO. Right? UNESCO is the right answer. Now quickly tell me the first UNESCO city of literature. First UNESCO city of literature, it is Kozhikode, Kerala. Right? Kozhikode के अलावा which was another city which was selected? Gwalior. Basically, these two cities have been added to the UNESCO Creative Cities Network. तो क्रिएटिव सिटी नेटवर्क में ही एक और सिटी था जिसको इंडक्ट किया गया था फॉर द क्राफ्ट, दैट इज श्रीनगर. और श्रीनगर को वर्ल्ड क्राफ्ट काउंसिल ने सिटी, वर्ल्ड क्राफ्ट सिटी का टैग भी दिया है, राइट? अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट गाइज, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द यूनेस्को's inaugural goodwill ambassador for youth, which group was being given this tag? That is the 17 group, and this 17 group will be giving $1 million to the global youth grant scheme of UNESCO. So this is the right answer, right? Apart from that, the first international day of play, first international day of play, on which date we will be celebrating 11th of June, right? और 11th of June, और इसके अगर हम जॉइंट कोऑर्डिनेटर की बात करें, फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ प्ले, दैट इज यूनेस्को एंड यूनिसेफ. Now I am also able to remember one more important fact that we have covered, that is the World Environment Day. Quickly tell me the date on which we celebrate World Environment Day. We celebrated on 5th of June. तो 5th of June को एक कैंपेन लॉन्च किया था प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट कैंपेन? दैट इज एक पेड़ माँ के नाम कैंपेन. एक पेड़ माँ के नाम कैंपेन इज द कैंपेन which was being launched by the Indian Prime Minister on 5th June. That is the day on which we celebrate the World Environment Day. So let me tell you guys that we will not be providing you the annotated PDFs. ठीक है, annotations के साथ आपको PDF नहीं मिलेंगी. PDF आपको मिलेगी, but it will be without annotations, right? Because all these things that I am discussing you, they are already provided to you in the course, in the current app document. So you can definitely cover that from the current app document. और ये सारे आपके document से चीजें cover हो जाएंगी, right? That I am discussing here. Let's move on to the next question. So next question is, the company which has launched the world's first large-scale 100% hydrogen-ready engine power plant. So what is the name of that particular company? The name of the company is Wärtsilä. Let me tell you that this question was also asked in the SEBI phase 1 exam, which has happened just recently. So along with covering these current affairs, I am also telling you that okay, these are the questions which were being asked in the SEBI grade officer exam, जिससे कि आपको पता चल जाए that okay, such kind of questions are being asked in the exam. और इन्हीं क्वेश्चंस में से ही एग्जाम में क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. सो अगर आप इनको कवर कर लेंगे, इस डेटा को, इस इन सभी टॉपिक्स को कवर कर लेंगे, डेफिनेटली दे आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन स्कोरिंग गुड मार्क्स इन द एग्जाम एज वेल, राइट? मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो इंडियाज फर्स्ट इनोवेशन लैब फॉर आई केयर. तो यहाँ पर तमिलनाडु के अंदर इंडिया की पहली इनोवेशन लैब खुली है आई केयर के लिए, एंड द नेम ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच हैज लॉन्च दिस पर्टिकुलर center is Shankar Eye Foundation. So it is the Shankar Eye Foundation which has launched this particular innovation lab for the eye care, right? Absolutely, this is the right answer. Shankar Eye Foundation. Next question, the name of the country which has launched the world's first and only unmanned system forces. So let me give you a small hint to this particular question, that it has been launched by that country only which has launched the first AI foreign ministry spokesperson. What is the name of that country? That is Ukraine, जिसका नाम था Victoria She. So once again, Ukraine is the name of that country which has come up with the world's first only unmanned system forces. Now I would like to ask you one important thing, guys. Can you guys tell me the name of the country from where India has received the S-400 Triumph missile system? S-400 Triumph missile system has been received by India from which country? That is Russia. Russia is the right answer. And Indian Air Force has inducted Rampage missile. तो उसका डेवलपर कौन है? Israel Industries. If I talk about the China, China is that particular country which has won the Thomas Cup and Uber Cup as well. China is the country which has achieved the achievement of bringing back lunar samples from the moon to the earth, right? So these are the right answers. Absolutely, you can definitely retain them from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next question. So UEFA Champions League 23-24 final was held at Wembley Stadium, Real Madrid. Which team, which hails from Germany, finished as the runner-up in this prestigious tournament, which was... So what is the name of the team which was the runner-up? So it is basically the Borussia Dortmund is the name of that particular team which was the runner-up. ठीक है, तो इसको जीता किसने था? It was won by Real Madrid. It has won its record 15th title. Right? Next question. So, renowned Indian singer was awarded an honorary fellowship by the National Indian Students and Alumni Union UK. Who is the celebrated artist who has been awarded with the honorary fellowship by the National Indian Students and Alumni Union? That is Sonu Nigam. Sonu Nigam is the name of that particular person who has been given this award. Now the next question, guys, a very easy question, एक हलवा question आप सभी के सामने. Let me see who will tell me the right answer to this question. Claudia Sheinbaum is elected as the first woman president of which country? कौन सी country की पहली woman बनी है ये? First woman president. That is Mexico. Absolutely right. Mexico is the right answer. Now tell me the first woman recipient of the Dilip Bose Lifetime Achievement Award. First woman recipient of Dilip Bose Lifetime Achievement Award, that is Rohini Lokhande, right? Indian Navy's first woman helicopter pilot. What is the name of the person? That is Sub Lieutenant Anamika Rajiv. Right? Apart from that, Maharashtra's first female chief secretary. What is the name? Maharashtra's first female chief secretary, that is Sujata Sonic. और महाराष्ट्र की ही अगर हम बात करते हैं तो महाराष्ट्र द फर्स्ट स्टेट टू परचेज लैंड इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. महाराष्ट्र के अंदर ही फर्स्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पार्क बना है इंडिया का. राइट? अगर हम बात करते हैं उड़ीसा की फर्स्ट फीमेल डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर, दैट इज प्रावती परिदा. राइट? नाउ माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, क्विकली टेल मी द थर्ड इंडियन ग्रैंड मास्टर. Who is the third Indian Grandmaster? Grandmaster किसमें होते हैं? चेस के अंदर होते हैं. थर्ड इंडियन ग्रैंड मास्टर, वुमेन ग्रैंड मास्टर की हम बात कर रहे हैं, दैट इज वैशाली प्रगनंदा. राइट? Let me tell you that she is the third Indian women grandmaster. Can anybody tell me the first and second one? Who are the first two grandmasters from India? These are Koneru Hampi and Harika Trunavali. Right? These are the two persons. Let me tell you, if I talk about the overall world, so she is the 84th Grandmaster. She is the 84th Grandmaster of India. और अगर हम बात करते हैं विमेन ग्रैंड मास्टर्स की, तो यहाँ पर ये थर्ड नंबर पे थी. और ग्लोबली अगर हम बात करें द वुमेन ग्रैंड मास्टर, सो शी इज द 42nd वुमेन ग्रैंड मास्टर अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड. लेट मी टेल यू दैट शी इज द सिस्टर ऑफ आर प्रगनंदा. So with this, Vaishali Pragnanda and R Pragnanda, they have become the first brother-sister duo to become the grandmasters, right? So all these things, all these details we need to cover from the exam point of view. I believe कि आप सभी को ये सब चीजें, all of you are really able to retain them from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next question. So which company has formed a joint venture with the Coal India Limited to establish Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemicals Limited? कोल टू केमिकल बिजनेस के लिए कौन सी कंपनी है जिसने कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड के साथ एक पार्टनरशिप की है टू एस्टैब्लिश भारत कोल गैसिफिकेशन केमिकल्स लिमिटेड? इट इज भेल. That is Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. That is the name of that particular organization which has signed MOU with the Coal India Limited for this purpose. So now you have to tell me the first IIM of Assam. The first IIM of Assam has been established in which district? Let me tell you that the mentor IIM for the IIM Assam will be IIM Ahmedabad, right? So the name of this particular district is Kamrup district. तो Kamrup district जहां पर IIM Assam को लॉन्च किया गया है, right? Absolutely right, guys. Let's move on to the next question. So the European Space Agency, in collaboration with the Japanese Space Agency, they have launched a new satellite, and this satellite is a unique because it is the first to measure the vertical and horizontal distribution of clouds. So the name of that particular satellite is Earth Care. तो Earth Care satellite वो satellite है जो कि vertical और horizontal distribution को measure करने वाली है clouds की, and it has been launched by European Space Agency and the Japanese Space Agency, that is JAXA. That is the right answer. So I hope these details are very much clear to all of you guys. Let's move on to the when I talk about this Earth Care satellite, it is stands for Earth Cloud Aerosol and Radiation Explorer. That is Earth Cloud Aerosol and Radiation Explorer. That is the Earth Care satellite, and it is developed by European Space Agency and JAXA. And this is the first to measure clouds vertical and horizontal distribution. Okay, so this is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. In a strategic move to combat the escalating drug issues near the India-Pakistan border, Border Security Force has conducted one of the mission, that is the mission Nishche in the Fazilka district. You have to tell me the name of the police force which has spearheaded this vital anti-drug campaign. तो कौन सी पुलिस ने यहाँ पर बीएसएफ की हेल्प की है इन कंडक्टिंग द मिशन निश्चय? तो द नेम ऑफ द पुलिस इज पंजाब पुलिस. पंजाब की अगर हम बात करें, बेसिकली पंजाब क्या है? पंजाब के मलेरकोटला डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर वी हैव सीन व्हाट, द बूथ राबता इनिशिएटिव, और पंजाब के अंदर ही गगन शक्ति गगन स्ट्राइक 2 exercise was been conducted by Indian Army and the Indian Air Force together, right? If I talk about Haryana, so Haryana is basically the state which has come up with the Haryana Clean Air project, where World Bank will be giving rupees 10,000 crore rupees. और जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के अंदर लैंड परचेज करने वाली पहली इंडियन स्टेट है महाराष्ट्र. और फर्स्ट ओम शेप्ड आकार टेम्पल हैज बीन laid foundation in the Rajasthan, right? So we have already covered all these news articles. Let's move on to the next question. So the Risk Manager of the Year Award 2024 was been given to which of the following? The Risk Manager of the Year Award किसको मिला है recently? It was been given to Reserve Bank of India. So guys, I am marking the star here for all the people who are preparing for RB Grade B officer exam. Make sure you are remembering all this particular part, that Reserve Bank of India has won the Risk Manager of the Year Award, and it is being given by Central Banking Publication, which is headquartered in the London. Okay. Next question is on the T20 World Cup match. You have to tell me the name of that particular person who has achieved the achievement of bowling 4 maiden overs in a T20 World Cup match. So what exactly is the name of this person? The name of the person is Loki Ferguson. Loki Ferguson is the right answer. Right? Loki Ferguson is the name of the person. T20 World Cup 2024 को हम already discuss कर चुके हैं in the detailed manner. Right? Loki Ferguson की बात करते हैं. He is from the New Zealand and he is a New Zealand bowler. Right? Next question. So Srinivas Hegde, who passed away recently, was noted for his significant contribution to the India space exploration efforts. So he served as the mission director for which of the following missions? तो कौन से मिशन के मिशन डायरेक्टर थे श्रीनिवास हेगडे? He is basically he was the mission director of Chandrayaan 1 mission, which was India's first moon mission. That is Chandrayaan 1. That is the right answer. Next question is about the Mumbai International Film Festival, which was held in June 2024. So here three statements are being given. So you have to identify the statement which are correct here. So all the statements are correct. Let us discuss these statements. So the Golden Thread is directed by Nishtha Jain, which has won the Best Documentary Award. So Best Documentary Award Mumbai International Film Festival में किसको मिला है? That is to the Golden Thread. Now then, Billy and Molly, an Otter Love Story. It is directed by Charlie Hamilton James, and this was the opening film of the festival. तो ओपनिंग फिल्म कौन सी थी? बिली एंड मॉली एंड ओटर लव स्टोरी. 6A Akash Ganga is directed by Nirmal Chandra Dandriyal and it has won the Best Indian Documentary Film. And this is basically all the important developments of the Mumbai International Film Festival, right? So we have covered all of them here. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is about the Udhampur Srinagar Baramulla Rail Link project. So the Chenab Rail Bridge, which is celebrated as the world's highest steel arc rail bridge, it is a part of USBRL project, and you have to tell me where this particular project is located. तो ये प्रोजेक्ट कहां पर लोकेटेड है, ये हमें आइडेंटिफाई करना है. सो व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द प्लेस वेयर इट इज लोकेटेड? इट इज लोकेटेड इन ऋषि, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. और अगर हम बात करते हैं हिमाचल प्रदेश की, तो हिमाचल प्रदेश के अंदर धर्मशाला के अंदर फर्स्ट हाइब्रिड पिच हैज बीन इंस्टॉल्ड, राइट? And Uttarakhand has basically launched the Perul Lao Paise Pao campaign, and Bambi Bucket Operation was also being launched by Indian Air Force in the Uttarakhand only. And Sikkim की अगर हम बात करते हैं, it is the first state to adopt the AI driven traffic management system. So all of you are really able to retain these parts, right? So guys, let me tell you, only few questions are left now. Let's move on to the next question. So TCS has launched an industry first generative AI aggregation platform which aims to integrate various Gen AI services into a unified interface. What is the name of this particular AI platform? तो इस प्लेटफॉर्म का नाम क्या है, ये आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है. और प्लीज क्विकली टेल मी व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस प्लेटफॉर्म. So the name of this particular platform is AI Wisdom Next. AI Wisdom Next is the name of this platform, right? Next question. So program sponsored by the Japan's Science and Technology Agency invited 21 school students from the 6 Indian states to Japan. So what is the name of this program? The name of this program is Shakur Science Program. तो Shakur Science Program एक Japanese program है. Under this program, the 6 Indian states से 21 school students को invite किया है India से by the Japan Science and Technology Agency. Right? This is the right answer. So Shakur Science Program, it is an initiative of Japan Science and Technology Agency, and 21 school students from the 6 states will be participating in the program in Japan. और इंडिया ने पहली बार यहाँ पार्टिसिपेट किया था 2016 के अंदर. Let's move on to next question. So next question is the revolutionary AI tool for the personal identification which combines the facial recognition with the immutable physiological parameters. It was developed by Ingenious Research Solution Private Limited. What is the name of this AI technology? So guys, we are talking about the personal identification. तो ये ऐसी दिव्य दृष्टि किसकी है? So this is the name of the platform, which is the Divya Drishti platform, which has been developed under the guidance of the DRDO laboratory in Bangalore. The name of the technology is Divya Drishti, right? So it is an advanced AI tool for the personal identification. It will be combining the facial recognition with immutable physiological parameters, and it is developed by Ingenious Research Solutions Private Limited, which is set up by Dr. Shivani Verma. Next question. So you have to tell me the scientist from the Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad, a unit of the Department of Space, has named 3 craters on the Mars discovered in the Tharsis volcanic region. तो आपको बताना है कि what is the name of the crater which is named after this renowned Indian geophysicist. So what exactly is the name of this geophysicist जिनके नाम पर ये crater का नाम रखा है? That is लाल crater. अगर हम बात करते हैं इन 3 craters की, तो इनको डिस्कवर किया है फिजिकल रिसर्च लैबोरेटरी अहमदाबाद ने, एंड ऑल दीज 3 craters आर सिचुएटेड इन थार्सिस वोल्केनिक रीजन. अगर हम बात करते हैं इन 3 craters के नाम की, सो दीज आर लाल क्रेटर, मुर्सन क्रेटर एंड द हिल्सा क्रेटर. सो दीज आर द 3 craters. Hilsa crater has been named after a town in Bihar. Mursan crater has been named after a town in Uttar Pradesh. और लाल क्रेटर की बात करी जाए तो it has been named after देवेंद्र लाल the professor. Right? That is the right answer. So now I would like to ask you, we have basically talked about the statistics day, right? तो statistics day हम celebrate करते हैं to honor the work of which professor? कौन से प्रोफेसर के वर्क को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं स्टैटिस्टिक्स डे? इट इज पीसी महालनोबिस. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. तो प्रोफेसर देवेंद्र लाल से पीसी महालनोबिस प्रोफेसर की तरफ भी ध्यान दीजिए. इस तरीके से इसको याद रखिए and you will be able to retain this from the exam point of view, right? Moving to the next question. So Nifty India Tourism Index has been a focal point for tracking sector specific stock performance on the NSE. As of its launch, what was the established base date for this index, marking the starting point for its evaluation? तो उसकी base date कौन सी होने वाली है Nifty India Tourism Index की? So the base date for this index will be April 1, 2005. Okay, that is option B. So Nifty India Tourism Index की base date रहेगी April 1, 2005, and that will be the starting point for its evaluation, right? It is launched by NSE Indices. Next question. So which athlete has won the men's javelin throw at the Pavo Nurmi Games? So the name of that particular person is Neeraj Chopra. And it also holds the title of reigning world and Olympic champion in the javelin throw event. That is, the name is Neeraj Chopra. And he had a throw of 85.97 meters. That is the right answer. Now, the National Forensic Science Universities collaborated with which state government to establish a center of excellence for matters which are related to identified crimes cases in the Panchkula? So what is the name of that particular government? It is Haryana government. It is Haryana government which has come up with the Haryana Clean Air Project. जिसमें World Bank will be giving the financial support of rupees 10,000 crore rupees. right? Next question. So which bank has launched the smart lock feature on its app, allowing customers to instantly lock or unlock internet banking? तो ये कौन सा बैंक है? It is the same bank, guys, which has basically become the second bank after HDFC Bank to cross the market capitalization of rupees 8 trillion, and that is ICICI Bank. और स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया को हम कवर कर चुके हैं. इट इज द फर्स्ट पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक टू बेसिकली टू अचीव दिस अचीवमेंट. और एचडीएफसी बैंक की बात की जाए तो एचडीएफसी बैंक पहले प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक है जिसने प्राइवेट सेक्टर ब्रांच को सेटअप किया था लक्षद्वीप के अंदर, और लक्षद्वीप के अंदर सागर कवच एक्सरसाइज को कंडक्ट किया गया था. एचडीएफसी बैंक का फर्स्ट वर्चुअल क्रेडिट कार्ड कौन सा है? पिक्सल, राइट, जिसके दो वेरिएंट्स हैं, गो एंड प्ले. एक्सिस बैंक बिकम द बैंक विच हैज बेसिकली एक्सिस बैंक ने सिटी बैंक के कस्टमर ऑपरेशंस को यहां पर एक्वायर किया है, राइट? दिस इज द राइट पार्ट. So which bank surpassed the UBS to become the 18th most valuable lender globally? It is again ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank बना है हमारा 18th most valuable lender globally with a market capitalization surpassing 100 billion US dollars. Right, this is the right answer. Next question. Shruti Vora has achieved the milestone of becoming the first Indian to win a 3-star Grand Prix event in the FEI Dressage World Cup, and this historic event was held in Lipica, Slovenia. तो लिपिका स्लोवेनिया के अंदर इसको यहां पर लॉन्च किया गया था, इस इवेंट को, जिसकी विनर है श्रुति वोरा. Now 2024 Fight Under 20 World Chess Championship was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and it was won by the person who is basically from the Maharashtra. The name of the person is Divya Deshmukh. तो दिव्या देशमुख है, she is from Maharashtra, and Divya Deshmukh has basically won this particular event, right? Emerged victorious in the women's section of the 2024 Fight Under 20 World Chess Championship. This is the right answer, and this is the fourth Indian to win this prestigious title after Koneru Hampi, Harika Drunavali, and Soumya Swaminathan. Koneru Hampi and Harika Drunavali are the first two grandmasters of India, and the third one is Vaishali R. Pragnandha. Next question is about the V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award. So V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award was being won by which person? Is a distinguished filmmaker. The name of that particular person is Subbiya Nalamuthu. Absolutely right. Option B, Subbiya Nalamuthu is the name of the person who has been honored with the V. Shantaram Lifetime Achievement Award. So which company became the world's most valuable in terms of market capitalization? It is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the company which has become the world's most valuable in terms of market capitalization, as it has surpassed Microsoft with a market cap of 3.335 trillion US dollars. So they are basically going on the next orbit, right? Next question. So Indian Railways has recognized in the Limca Book of Record for organizing a public service event with the most attendees at a multiple venues. So how many people attended this historic event which was organized on 26 February 2024? So basically it is 40 lakh, approximately 40 lakh people basically were attending that particular event, right? So Indian Railways has set a record for the most people attending a public service event at the multiple venues. Next question. So DGCA has took a significant step toward gender equality within the aviation sector. So you have to tell me the percentage of the women participation in the aviation workforce that they are targeting by 2025. So it is basically targeting 25% of the women workforce in the aviation workforce by year 2025, right? So UNESCO Creative Cities Network has expanded to include a new member from the India. So यहाँ पर आपको बताना है कि कौन से सिटी को मिला है ये prestigious title. So we have already covered this, guys. This is Kozhikode, Kerala. That is the right answer. We have already covered this part. So ग्वालियर को ऐड किया है म्यूजिक के लिए और कोझिकोड को ऐड किया था सिटी ऑफ लिटरेचर के लिए. Which state became the first to announce rupees 1 crore insurance compensation for state employees died in the road accidents? तो रोड एक्सीडेंट्स में डाइड होने पे उनके जो स्टेट एम्प्लॉइज हैं उनको 1 करोड़ का इंश्योरेंस दिया जाएगा कंपनसेशन. सो दैट स्टेट इज कर्नाटका. कर्नाटका इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टेट, राइट? So I can see again most of the people are giving me the right answer to these questions. So now the state government which has announced the establishment of Prime Minister College of Excellence in all its districts, that is Bharatiya Gyan Parampara. तो भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा केंद्र कौन सी स्टेट ने अनाउंस किया है? मध्य प्रदेश. एंड मध्य प्रदेश इज आल्सो द सेम स्टेट व्हिच हैज कम अप विद द पीएम श्री पर्यटन, राइट? पीएम श्री पर्यटन को भी मध्य प्रदेश ने ही लॉन्च किया है, राइट? प्रधानमंत्री भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा केंद्र, एब्सोल्युटली। तो यहाँ पर हम दोनों ही न्यूज आर्टिकल्स को यहाँ कोलैबोरेट कर सकते हैं। Now the Indian Bullion and Jeweler Association reconstituted its board of for the term 24-29. So who was appointed as the national vice president? The person is Akshat Mohit Kamboj. Akshat Mohit Kamboj is the new national vice president for Indian Bullion and Jeweler Association. That is the name of the person which has come up with this particular appointment. Okay. Next question. So the former prime minister of the Netherlands who was chosen to succeed Jens Stoltenberg as the NATO's chief secretary. So NATO के जो अगले सेक्रेटरी जनरल हैं कौन बने हैं? The person is Mark Rutte. So Mark Rutte is basically was earlier the prime minister of Netherlands and now he has been appointed as the NATO's next secretary general. That is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So North Atlantic Treaty Organization is the organization and it will be headed by Mark Rutte. Next question. So an acclaimed Indian author was honored with a Pen Pinter Prize. So Pen Pinter Prize दिया गया है एक Indian author को and the name of that particular author is Arundhati Roy. So Arundhati Roy has basically been given this Pen Pinter Prize award and for her novel The God of Small Things. Sorry, she is the person who was basically also the winner of the Booker Prize in 1997 for her novel The God of Small Things. So Jens Stoltenberg was the one who was earlier serving as the Secretary General of NATO. Okay, Shan, I hope this is clear to you. Next question. So New Space India Limited has signed a deal to launch the largest ever Australian satellite through ISRO's Small Satellite Launch Vehicle. So this collaboration involves ISRO, NSIL and Australian startup. So what exactly is the name of this Australian startup? It is Space Machines Company. So Space Machine Company is the name of that startup with which NSIL has launched the largest ever Australian satellite through the Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, SSLV. That is Space Machines Company. And the satellite Optimus will be launched into the lower Earth orbit in the 2026, right? Now the South India's first and India's largest leopard safari been launched. It has been launched where? It has been launched in Banerghatta Biological Park, Bengaluru. So it has been launched in Banerghatta Biological Park, Bengaluru, जहां पर South India की सबसे पहली और India's largest leopard safari has been launched. So which app was being launched by the Railway Protection Force to educate and empower its personnel? तो अपने एम्प्लॉइज को यहाँ पर एडुकेट करने के लिए कौन सी ऐप का लॉन्च किया है रेलवे प्रोटेक्शन फोर्स ने? दैट इज संज्ञान ऐप. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. संज्ञान से मिलेगा ज्ञान टू द रेलवे प्रोटेक्शन फोर्स पर्सनल्स. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द सस्टेनेबल गवर्नेंस चैंपियन अवार्ड was been given to which one of the following organization? So this award was been won by the Garden Reach Shipbuilders Engineers Limited. It was been given to GRSC. The name of the award is Sustainable Governance Champion Award, right? Now the new children's picture book titled Adventures of Ed A Mama, Ed Finds a Home. It has been written by which of the following personalities? It has been written by Alia Bhatt. और अभी बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस अवार्ड कौन सी एक्ट्रेस को मिला था? इट वाज बीन गिवन टू सान्या मल्होत्रा फॉर द मूवी मिसेस. सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड दैट पार्ट, राइट? नाउ द एविएशन एनालिटिक्स फर्म ऑफिशियल एयरलाइन गाइड हैव हाइलाइटेड द टॉप कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड विद द लार्जेस्ट डोमेस्टिक एविएशन मार्केट. तो इंडिया की इसमें कौन सी रैंक थी? इंडिया वाज रैंक थर्ड. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द रैंक नंबर 1, इट वाज यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. ऑन द रैंक 2 इट वाज चाइना. ऑन द रैंक 3 it was India in this particular event, right? That is the right answer. Now the world craft city श्रीनगर को मिला है. And which three cities were recognized as the world craft city by the WCC before श्रीनगर? श्रीनगर से पहले कौन सा था? श्रीनगर से पहले कौन से cities थे? These include जयपुर, मलप्पुरम and मैसूर. Jaipur, Malappuram and Mysuru are the three cities which were earlier the part, right? So my dear friends, with this we have come to the end of this particular session. That was the last question of our today's session. So we have covered basically almost more than 100 questions, 110 and 120 questions, और उसके अलावा मैंने आपको 30-40 questions और edit कराए हैं, which are basically from the other months as well, right? So I believe all of you were really able to connect with this particular session, and all of you were really able to retain the things that we have covered in this session, right? So we have also used the mind mapping technique, and अगर आप सभी को ये mind mapping technique पसंद आई है, you can definitely share your feedback at hello@edutap.co.in for the same, right? And now, my dear friends, for the YouTube people, if you are still new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos which are being offered by us. And the Telegram channel पर आपको मिल जाएगी हमारे आज के सेशन की PDF. So you will be getting the PDF of that as well. Okay. So my dear friends, now I will be stop sharing my screen. So now there is a homework for all of you. So this is not the end of the session. There is a homework for all of you that all of you are required to do, right? And what exactly is that particular homework? The homework is, now all of you have to go to the current app document of the June 2024 and try to cover the first section of the current app document, that is the GA in news section. तो ये आपको आपके करंट अफेयर्स कोर्स के अंदर मिलेगा, द करंट ऐप डॉक्यूमेंट्स. तो करंट ऐप डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर आपको मिलेगा जून 2024 का डॉक्यूमेंट. वहां से आप वहां के फर्स्ट सेक्शन को कवर कीजिए, एंड दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, राइट? तो आज का होमवर्क यही है. आज का जो भी हमने सारा कंटेंट किया है, वी हैव बेसिकली कवर्ड ऑल दैट कंटेंट फ्रॉम द करंट ऐप डॉक्यूमेंट, एंड दैट इज बेसिकली फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट सेक्शन. सो आपको जून 2024 के डॉक्यूमेंट से इसको कवर करना है, राइट? I hope this is clear to all of you. No, that will. So this was the demo lecture for the people. So guys, that's how we will be conducting the remaining revision sessions of the current affairs on our course, right? हमारे कोर्स के अंदर हम इस पर्टिकुलर सेशंस को इस तरीके से कवर करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो अभी आप सभी के पास जो भी क्वेरीज हैं गाइस, आई एम stop sharing my screen, right? Now I'm stop sharing my screen, and the people who are having any kind of doubt, so you are requested to raise your hands. So all the people guys who are having any kind of queries, please raise your hands. You are having the facility of raising your hand. Let me tell you that right now I'm not able to see the chat box. So all of you are requested who are having any kind of query related to the session, please raise your hands. And all the YouTube people guys, I believe you must have found this particular session very fruitful. From the exam point of view, for both RB Grade B officer and the NABARD Grade A officer exam, this particular session is really very important for all of you, right? So and I believe कि आप सभी को एक काफी अच्छी प्रैक्टिस हुई होगी आपकी इस पर्टिकुलर सेशन के जरिए. Okay, and if you guys have really liked the session, you can always share your feedback as well. Okay, yes, definitely you will be getting the PDF soon wall. So the people guys, if you're having any kind of queries, all of you are requested to raise your hands, and then you will be able to have a conversation with me right now. Okay, so Yash has raised his hand. So Yash, can you please switch on your camera? So hello Yash, how's your exam preparation going?
Hello, so it's going good.
And what is your query, Yash?
So, my question, sir, my query was related to the thing that you were talking about all the contents related with current app that is from 1st to 30th June, no? The
Yes.
combined PDF for all the current apps for the month of June.
Yes, Yash, I am talking about the same
So
document.
this was all related for the part that is GA news, right?
Yes, that we have covered today in the session.
Yes. Okay.
So that resolves your doubts, Yash?
Yes, sir, that is on my doubt. That was my main point. That so the document that is from 1 and 30th June, that is combined document for all the remaining one that we have separately mentioned, like from weekly documents which are being uploaded from 16 to 22, first to 8. So
Yes, yes.
the
Basically,
1
that is
from
the
38 is a combined
compilation.
one, right?
Yeah, that is a compilation of all the documents, the weekly document that we have provided to you in the course. Okay.
Okay,
So,
sir. Thank you, sir.
any more doubts from you, Yash?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, apart from that,
No,
how
sir.
was the
That's all.
today's session,
Thank you.
Yash?
So it was really good. The speed was quite fast and was relatable as well, as we have the PDF, so we can relate the things with from the background as well. So it's good.
Okay. And do you also like the mind mapping technique that we have used in the session?
Yes, sir, that was really helpful. Though I'm not used to like this is for the very first time that I'm going for IBA Grade B, but that was really helpful. That at least I was able to redeem few of the knowledge on the back end.
Okay. So, that's really great. So, I would like to wish you all the best for your exam.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, any other
Thank you,
person?
sir.
So, here HP is here. So, HP, can you please switch on your camera? Hello, HP. So, what is your query and how's the exam preparation going?
So it's going good. So I had a little query about currently I take for covering a section. I have read the previous month's magazine for covering the first section of GA, which contains around 75 to 80 pages usually. I take 3 to 4 days. Is this time too long, or should I shorten it up?
No, it is not that too long, HP. Basically, it is a good timeline to cover these current affairs because we all know that there are so much of the data that we need to cover from these GA portion, and there are so many news articles that we need to cover from there, right? So
Yeah.
basically, we are really required to retain the things. तो उसके लिए अगर आपको थोड़ा सा time extra लग रहा है, that is quite fine because your retention is high from that particular part. That is what you have to make sure. Okay.
And sir, one more thing. Currently, I can see that you are preparing both the RBI as well as the NABARD aspirants. But I am
Yes.
someone who is preparing single-handedly. A single focus is on NABARD only, not on RBI.
Yes.
So I have read the GA question, the general awareness question for NABARD PYQ. I have not gone through RBI though. So considering usually what I used to do, I do not cover of demises and awards, considering
Hmm.
very few known awards. And if the sport event is not that big, suppose you have given us 2, 3 events, I would not go through that because I have gone through NABARD paper. So I was asking if I go only through your questions and do not go in depth into it because what I think is it is not that yielding from NABARD's perspective. Maybe in RBI it might be required, but I am not preparing for it. So if I just so as a faculty, I want to ask you as an NABARD aspirant, should I'm not saying I completely leave the demise section and all, I go through it, but the famous personalities I go through. And awards too, I go through the famous awards and the known ones. So what would you advise me for this section? Should I go in depth in the current tab document myself, or are your PDFs enough for these two sections
So
only?
basically, we are trying here to cover as much as possible that we can do, and we are trying to cover all the most important current affair articles from the GA part, right? But apart from that, I would still recommend you ki, for example, today we have taken the session, right? After that, when you will be covering the current tab document, now it will take very less amount of time for you to cover that because you are now already aware of the most of the news articles that you need to cover from the exam point of view, which are the most important ones from the exam point of view. Apart from that, let me tell you that from the exam point of view, the most important ones are those which are under the heads of first in news articles, the banking and finance news articles. Then we have sports, awards, defense exercises, MOUs, government initiatives, first in news articles. So all these are more important, right? When you are done with them, then you can move on to these person in news articles, the appointments which we have provided to you along with the days in news part, right? But completely leaving them is not recommended because in the past we have seen the questions have been asked from there, right? And let me tell you that the syllabus of the GA part, see that the GA is that portion which is not related to the syllabus, which includes sports, awards, defense exercises, which are not even in the NABARD syllabus and not in the RB syllabus, but still they are being asked in the exam, right? So that is why we have here organized the common session for all the RB and NABARD aspirants so that we can just cover these things together for both the aspirants, right? So any more queries from you, HP? So apart from that, how was the today's session? You're not audible actually.
It was great, sir. And so the one big thing I will take from the session is if I go through the document completely, the June document, most probably I have gone through April, May, and that. So I think when I have the documents I have read, when I go through those sessions, most
Yes.
probably might happen in the upcoming weeks. So the revision will be 2x faster. It will be great. And now, even